Good evening, everybody. What up? What up? What up? What up? Should have good levels right now. All right. So if you guys saw the show early, what up, Lighthouse? I see you, Chakra King Black. You know what I'm saying? Two low keys also in the building. Salute, salute. Y'all saw the show Ants Morning Rant this morning. We pretty much got into it, but we're gonna get back into it. What up, Bronze, most hated flat power God, also in the building. So we are simulcasting at both Auntie's the Boiler Room as well as the home of the official YT Purge because we want to talk about why it is that these niggas, because this is these niggas Thursday, so we gonna be talking about these niggas. And I see you, B Dub Boogie, and the link is pinned. So at any time, if anybody wants to come up, we are gonna talk about why these niggas feel like they got to protect this snuffleupagus big burly pasty fangs bitch at all costs. Because I get it. There are a lot of women in these spaces that say some egregious shit. I get it. I get it. But I'm going to tell you like this. This is just my opinion on it. If this just pasty fangs chick is your secret weapon, you niggas done already lost. It doesn't, real shit. You can tell me I'm wrong. What up, Peaches? What up, Peaches? All right. But no, you can tell me I'm wrong. You tell me that this, whatever the fuck she is, don't look like the damn woolly mammoth shit off of Sesame Street. Like, for real. Like, she is fucked up. Like, fucked all the way up. Like, this is the type of motherfucker that will shed all over your goddamn furniture. You will never get it off. I want to know why it is that this seems to have to be protected at all costs. Because I had this question a couple of years ago when they tried to make it so that, like, she was like their secret weapon in the mission versus feminism. What up, Big J? And you remember this shit, man. And I'm like, bro, I get it. Now, I'm glad you came in, Big J, because we can even talk about the political aspect of shit. Because I heard this woman, you know what I'm saying, talking on her shit. She's like, oh, well, I'm conservative. And, all these niggas, they're newborn conservatives now, right? And they're so newborn that they don't even know that there's a difference between Republican and conservative. These motherfuckers have their noses and their tongues stuck so far up MAGA Donald Trump's ass that they don't even know that there are liberal Republicans. Like, they don't even know. If you tell them that they're not liberals, don't vote Republican. Yeah, the fuck they do, you stupid ass niggas. That's why they have the term. See, Malcolm X even tried to warn niggas about this shit. He was like, look, this ain't a Democrat versus Republican war. This is actually a liberal versus conservative thing going on. And then when you want to talk about it in terms of like what black people go through, you know what I'm saying, what black people go through, they tell you that your main issue is not Republicans versus Democrats and shit like that. Your main issue is that white liberal. Like, to tell you that. So be careful when you fall for that shit, because that's the shit that have you falling for crime bills and shit because you saw some dude wearing shades that played a saxophone, or falling for some chick that'll loot Haiti. You know what I'm saying? With the Clinton Foundation, delete emails, but still call all your people super predators, and they'll all back, free trade agreements that load up your streets and your neighborhoods with drugs and guns and all that, and they'll smile in your fucking face and say that they're working for you. Like the big issue is that white dude, right? And what a lot of people don't realize now, who you vote politically, that's up to you. I personally don't care. You're allowed to vote for whoever the fuck you want. It's just amazing that these niggas seem to be so politically astute and mature, and they don't even know the differences between liberal versus conservative and then Democrat versus Republican. They think because they voted for fucking Donald Trump, that means they're on the side of every fucking conservative and shit. It's just stupid. Like, it's stupid. That's one of the reasons why you don't really see me get into too many of these damn conversations, because most of these people, and even a lot of them that are even hosting the shows, don't know what the fuck they are talking about. Like, at all. And when it comes to these niggas, what I've seen is absolute outright hypocrisy. And that's another thing, Big J. You are absolutely not. You are 100% correct. Motherfucker ain't even damn conservative. Ain't that some shit? What up, Black Dust? Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he's not. But these niggas think on such a one-dimensional plane, right? And trust me, I'm a land. They think on such a one-dimensional, basic-ass plane that they'll fall for that shit and then come up here and see, well, this is the issue with these women. They fell for this shit. It's like, no, maybe they did, but you niggas fell for it too. And you prove that you're consistently falling for it because you keep on taping for this big, burly, 6'3", woolly mammoth looking ass bitch that talks out of her ass and says some of the dumbest shit. Like, I pulled up a clip earlier today of her even talking on her own channel, saying that black women in particular, fall for and go for criminals and felons, knowing goddamn well that's women of all demographics. That's why they have the term that they like, the bad boys and shit, is not just the black community thing. That shit is amongst everybody. Like, what the fuck? And this is America. There are a lot of fucking criminals. Donald Trump got how many fucking felonies and then how many baby mamas? Like, what the fuck, bro? Ted Bundy had like a girlfriend or two, like a full-time girlfriend or two, when he was beating bitches in the head and engaging in necrophilia. Like, this makes no fucking sense. And then on top of that, she said that she knows that there are white crackheads, but the majority of crackheads are black. Now, I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you got that damn stat from, because that's not true. Like, that's not true. Even if you were gonna do that shit per capita. Now, I'll be honest, a majority of the crack dealers might be black, but the customers are not. They're not. And the same rules apply for your dope fiends, your heroin addicts. Okay, the motherfuckers that's ODing on fent every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl, eds and shit. And motherfuckers on meth and all those other fucking drugs. Like, to allow this bitch to just be able to come up here, say this shit, talk out of her ass, be totally wrong, and then treat this motherfucker as if she is your secret weapon in your fight against feminism, when this bitch is a closet feminist herself. It's the utter hypocrisy of these niggas. And I dare any one of them to feel free to click my motherfucking link and challenge me on it, because this woman is calling herself an anti-feminist, and I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. I pay attention to the way that you speak and the way that you live and the way that you move and the way that you conduct your business every day. This woman is full on feminist. Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck. Women want to be a feminist or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's cute. That's cute. Got you a hobby. I'm proud of you. Yeah. That's the way. Like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about no goddamn feminine. I'm a fucking man. What the fuck? You know? Like, who cares? But feminism will ruin the black community. What up, Brownie? So ruin the black community. You know, y'all fell for feminism. It was a trick that the white women had you fall for. Oh, really? But you niggas will fall for this. Make it make sense. You niggas will fall for this. Now, part of me just wants to believe that these, what up, Truth? These niggas have got to be trolling. They have got to be trolling. Like, even Brownie came in the chat earlier. She's like, yo, she's like, you know, one of these niggas said that, yo, she looked better. She was like, one of them niggas said that she looked better than me. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker got to be trolling. Like, what was that commercial that used to come up in like the 80s and the early 90s? Like, somebody get this bitch some Vidal Sassoon, right? Wasn't that the product? You know what I'm saying? Get us some damn volume or something. Get you some Vidal Sassoon. I mean, I would say get a comb or something, but if you comb too hard, a good portion of that shit might just come out. I don't know. What up, Jones boy? Salute, bro. Like, somebody really got to explain, because I do believe that they troll it. I don't know if it's something to kind of keep the conversation going. It's something to get a rise out of a lot of you chicks, because I know this shit was extremely triggering a couple of years ago when they pulled it to a bunch of chicks, and I'm like, nah, bro, these got to be trolling. They got to be trolling. Like, they got to. They got to. But some things I won't even troll about. Like, me personally, if I'm gonna give the women that work or that smoke, whatever, I'll just do it. Like, I'll just go up on a panel, I do my live stream, and I get my roast on, and that'll be the end of it. Like, I don't really see a reason to hide behind some shit like this. Because I know what the fuck is some shit like you can't, if this shit can't help you in no goddamn fight. Like, this is supposed to aid you right here in your fight against the big bad black woman. Get the fuck out of here, man. If this is your game plan, you coming into the gym 10 points down. Let's just keep it real. And on top of that, the woman just said a bunch of weird, dumb shit. You know, earlier. I don't know. I might just have to play a couple of them clips again. Matter of fact, let me bring them up. You know? And by the way, I think I'm going to give some memberships too at the home of the official YT Purge. So y'all stay tuned. I don't even know if you got to be here in the building. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that shit right now. Let's do that. Bam. Bam. You get 5. 5. I'm alive. Let's see who gets those. Shout out to James Kills, Freezer, Rain and Woman, Roast the Toast. You know? Yeah, bitch, just be talking to be talking. You know what I'm saying? DC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that got gifted a membership. And y'all, by the way, do me a favor. Like the stream, share the stream, support the stream through Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks if you'll be catching the replay. But no, let me see what the fuck is going on here. Pearl War 3. DJ Kuda was calling it Pearl War 4. Now, I was actually in DJ Kuda's chat earlier, and Tyranny came up in the chat. Now, her answer for me, because I was like, yo, why the fuck did you guys let this? And shout out to Candy Cane. She called that bitch, she called her Just Pearly Things. And don't get me wrong, look, I done had my issues with women in these spaces, and I'll cuss a motherfucker out. I'll give a bitch that work. I don't give a fuck. But I don't, under no circumstances, am I defending this bitch. Under any circumstances. And that's how I can tell a lot of these niggas either, let's just keep it real. Y'all niggas ain't never had no baby mama drama or no shit like that where you done either had to check your ex chick or check your new chick and tell a bitch to stay the fucking line and stay the fuck out your way. What up, Melanated Gem? Shout out to you. Salute, sis. You know, where you just had to check a motherfucker. Like, you know what, bitch? Hey, you out of line. Because that's what they tried to say. Like, oh, well, you know, she was invited over here. You got to understand that, you know, she was invited. It's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just because you invited don't mean that you ain't still a guest, ho. Like, real shit, you still a guest. Here, let me bring that shit back up. Because she was just talking all the way out of her ass earlier. As a matter of fact, I can actually bring it up because, matter of fact, we got a couple more. This is a wild one. I don't know if you saw this, Big J. You're going to want to see it, though. You are. You're definitely going to want to see this shit. All right. Now listen to the dumb shit that this woman says.
Rappers with a billion baby moms. So now this is what started the whole fight. Now it doesn't seem like I'm doing this to insult her or attack her. All I want her to do is be intellectually honest and be like, look, because let's say she doesn't know in her personal life black women that date criminals. Are we going to pretend we're not, like, you didn't see all these rappers with a billion baby mamas that black women love? Really? I mean, I don't really follow the rap scene, but like, we're not going to talk about, what is it? Pooh Shiesty, King Von. And I'm not saying, I'm sure white women dip in there too. That would be very exciting for a white woman, but
like, I had to pause it right there earlier. Like, I don't even like the racial component of these fucking conversations, especially when somebody decides that they want to come in and just really just overstep their fucking boundaries and talk to a black woman about specifically black woman issues. Like, if you want to talk about relationship dynamics or just some, or even politics or whatever, look, we Americans, I get it. You got a right to kind of speak on that. But as soon as they want to start delving into some other shit that they don't know nothing about, that's when you got to check a motherfucker and tell them they out of line. Like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You need to mind your fucking business. But
let's not pretend that's not more common in the black community than the white. It just is. Good old Jazz. That's her whole MO. She does this.
All right, now you hear that. This woman is telling you what the fuck is more common in the black community than the white community. Do y'all understand how this is the same bitch that came up talking to Nick Fuentes and said slavery wasn't as bad as they try to make it seem? She also said that she knows for a fact that immigrants work harder than, keep in mind, I know a lot of folks got a short memory. She said immigrants work harder than a lot of black folks, and she knows this from her own experience because when she was younger, she had immigrant servants working for her, and they worked really hard. This is the same woman that Me Too'd her, what was it, her college volleyball coach or whatever? I don't even fucking remember. What up, Big J?
Yeah. I got to get in. And you know what's so funny about this, right?
Yeah,
she already fucked over three black men in the process. Her coach. See, the premise of the Black Manager is, we are protesting against the Me Too movement. Yet nobody talked about how she screwed over her black coach, because the black coach was now going to coach her sister. So there was supposed to be a lawsuit supposed to happen because of this. So it's astonishing me that black men in this space, after they was given the information that she Me Too'd a black man that was her coach when she was in her 20s, or she's still in her 20s, I think. Then though, what about the boyfriend? The boyfriend, I forgot his name, that big ass nigga over there. She fucked him over. What about them two niggas in over there in London? What's his name? Was Noble something, King something? Over there in London. Yeah, King Richards, and then there was it was King Richards, and then there was the other dude from the UK. She fucked over about 4 or 5 black men, has been fucked over, and now though she's with another black man. And niggas over here, like angry bitch, like a Sidian, like Tommy, is sitting over here putting wave and pom-poms for her and shit when she screwed over black men out. And the white manager has been warning you niggas about her for a very long time. Like Andrew Johnson over there at the Voice for Men website. Been telling Obsidian, been telling O'Shea, don't fuck with that bitch. Now, I'm not saying O'Shea. I said wrong. I misspoke and said O'Shea. But to all the black managers, stop fucking with this broad. The white boys been saying, telling the niggas this shit. But they didn't listen. Long as B. Taylor got cooked, they didn't care. Long as other black women in this space got cooked, they didn't care.
But I'm like, who the fuck did this bitch cook? Like, okay, so check this out, right? I'm listening to this shit earlier, right? And this chick says, and she's about to say on this clip, because I'm going to show the one where she actually had the nerve to say that Ali was tone policing her because he wasn't letting that bitch just regulate shit and put her feet up. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just put her feet up on the fuck furniture and shit. Like you supposed to treat that bitch because she a visitor in your fucking house. Real shit. Because that mainstream white manosphere, they don't be having that shit from this hoe.
Right.
They don't have that shit, man. They make sure she know if they even deal with that bitch. They make sure she is reminded all the time that she is a guest in their motherfucking house, man.
The white boys told her, right? The white boys told her to get the fuck on. That's what they basically told her. Get your white ass up and out of our faces. And then what happened, and this is one thing I liked about the white manager dudes. They even came down over here and told these niggas like Obsidian, hey, do not bring this woman over here. Where you at? If the white boys are warning you about that should tell you something. But no, I was
on Obsidian's panel that day. I was either on the panel or I was in the chat. I don't even fucking remember. But you remember when everybody was gauntlet with that bitch, man. And there was one of them white boys went up there, was like, man, we don't deal with that bitch, man. I suggest you don't deal with that bitch neither, man.
Listen.
She over here grifting. And
right.
And I motherfuckers got issues with DJ Cuda, but shout out to DJ Cuda. That's the homie right there. He been said, this bitch ain't fucking championing your talking points. She just stole them.
And the thing is, though, I'll be up in the man. And when I say the man, I'm talking about the white dudes, right? I'll be up in their space. They be telling why y'all talking to her. Even the Chinese manosphere, the Asian manosphere, saying, why you bring this white bitch in y'all space? It's like they're stupid. And then what was troubling me, she fucked over 5 black men up. There's 5 black men. One of them is have legal problems. The other one got ran out of money because of her ass. It doesn't matter. Long as it's shame, blame, and explain. Long as it's SBE.
But I'm like, you got to do better than that. I'm just bugging out how this chick said straight up. She said she would love to be able to go on this panel right here and debate women like Jazz. And I guess she was talking about Tyranny too. Matter of fact, I might have to share this link with Tyranny because she said that Fatty was protecting her. I didn't really hear that with the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? With Jazz, he was like, hey man, you gonna let her land and all of that other shit. So it looked like he was trying to moderate shit and keep it fair. But I'm just like, man, y'all let that bitch get away with saying some shit that bitch shouldn't be able to get away with just saying, man. And just being dead ass wrong.
And then on top of that, right? You know, I hate to really, you know, when Fatty, the whole thing with Fatty, right? She even after Fatty tried to protect her stupid ass, guess what he did? Guess what she did?
I didn't hear that part.
Oh,
I don't even have the time. I'm looking at her review right now. I've only seen
it should be. It's on this live stream, I believe. It's at the, I think it's at the 35-minute mark, 37-minute mark.
I'm on that live stream. I'm on right now. I'm on her reaction.
Right. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
further.
Yeah, go.
Because I think here it was supposed to be like CJ versus Tyranny, and then I think Fatty does come up, and they kind of go at it. I don't know.
Yeah, but she went ahead and humbled Fatty's ass, talking about I ain't talking to you, and why are you trying to show up now? And she actually son Fatty, slow ass.
What the fuck, man? See, this is what happens when you let this pasty bitch just come through and start pointing her finger, telling you where to move furniture, how to hang your fucking pictures, and then just let her put her feet up and say whatever the fuck she wants. All right, this bitch get that goddamn white Jesus savior complex, and she think, hey, y'all actually give a fuck what she got to say, and maybe these people do actually give a fuck what she's got to say. I don't know why.
Hey, go ahead and do it, V-Dub. Cause you know what, I need that picture anyway. I need that picture too, though, V-Dub. Cause I was going to use that for a thumbnail, but yeah.
There you go. You know, there you go. But you hear what the fuck she's even saying here.
In her personal life, black women that date criminals. Are we going to pretend we're not, like, you didn't see all these rappers with a billion baby mamas that black women love? Really? I mean, I don't really follow the rap scene, but like, we're not going to talk about, what is it? Pooh Shiesty, King Von. And I'm not saying, I'm sure white women dip in there too. That would be very exciting for a white woman, but let's not pretend that's not more common in the black community than the white. It just is. Good old Jazz. That's her whole MO.
Like, that's some of the most asinine shit I've ever heard. Like, how many niggas do you think are famous rich rappers? And how many of the, what is it, about 25 million black women or whatever actually get to fuck with, meet, or procreate with fucking rappers.
That's a very few number.
Thank you. So how the hell you gonna use that shit to even explain some shit amongst black women, black men, black people, whatever? These are fucking celebrities, rappers. That is less than 1% of people.
But by that same logic, right? We can talk about the women that Clint Eastwood had. He got about 15 baby mamas. We can talk about,
you can talk about the amount of baby mamas that a lot of these motherfucking just celebrities have.
Leonardo DiCaprio going after young women. See, whatever. Right. So, according to that logic, white people are guilty of it too.
Elon Musk. Yeah. I mean,
Elon Musk. Yeah. Donald Trump. We can name the names here. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying, man. This bitch was saying some stupid shit, bro. Just some dumb shit.
Oh, she does this on every show she's on. Pearl, what's wrong with the blacks? And I just don't like dishonesty.
What
you gaslight these stimps, but you can't gaslight me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the black community, but I will say.
Now look, half this panel thinks this is funny.
About the white community, it's a lot of white women that find men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were
true, but I won't gaslight you about it. I won't gaslight you. And so that's the thing. She says stuff about white women and white people. We can handle this.
We got the one and only. Is that the real Jessica X in the building? What up, Jessica? Shout out to Jessica X.
I say, they'll say. But Pearl, let's talk about white issues. We can. I talk about conservative Christians all the time that I would say are primarily white. All the time. But, I actually think I'm nicer to black people because I'm honest. All these other white people will lie, but they're thinking the same thing. They see the crackheads on the street. I mean, and are there white crackheads? Yeah, but let's be real about the majority here. I would say that.
And that was the part that I wanted everybody to hear right there. Do you hear that bullshit? That bitch said a majority of crackheads in the street are not white, which is a crock of shit. And like I said, let's go to the meth heads. We can go to people that are victims, if you want to call them victims of the opioid epidemic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But a majority of them are not black. That's why there's an issue now rather than a criminal issue.
She can sit there and talk about the inner cities. We can talk about the Appalachian Mountains. We can talk about West Virginia. We can talk about Eastern Ohio. Hell, even the entire state of Ohio is messed up with all these with all these crackheads. So what is she talking about? So according to that logic, let's use West Virginia, Ohio, the Tennessee Valley area. Those are full of meth heads and crackheads who are Caucasian. The panhandle of Texas is bad with meth heads. What is she talking about?
Their books, they'll tell you the demographics of most of their customers. Okay. Come on. But this is the shit that they just let this chick get away with saying, man. And that's another thing. She's like, majority of these people are just laughing. It's like you talking about shit that really ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. And everything ain't for entertainment and to be trolling on. So to just let this motherfucker just come in here and just make these issues and these topics into some kind of joke is extremely fucking disrespectful, and it's embarrassing. What up, Just Hear Me Out? Said her speech is how I start every team meeting at work. I'm pretty sure she stole it via creeping on Zoom or something. Yeah. Shout out to Just Hear Me Out. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know, Waha said she knows she'll get censored if speaking about the snowman. She really was already censored in them other spaces. They don't fuck with her.
Yeah, the white boys don't fuck with her. They tell her to go to hell.
Yeah, they don't fuck with her because they know this woman full of shit. Just full of real shit. You know what I'm saying? Jessica was like, so we're going to talk about the black community, and the first thing you go to is crackheads. But she's even going to talk about why she believes that she's able to speak on these things.
That's true. That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, real quick.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the black community.
You can't say that.
Now, mind you, he's not offended here. He only gets offended when the women start nagging him. You're gonna see he's not offended in the beginning. He's chill
until she lands. Like I want you to right now. We got strong personalities on the panel. Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you, and why you talking over me while I'm talking if you already interrupted the person. Let her finish. You the first person that can respond to her, Jazz. You the very first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land, Jazz.
Okay. It's fine. Let's start now.
Okay, well, you asked me why I brought it up, the black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because, like, I don't. The whole panel's laughing. Look, I mean, it's a fair assumption. Look, I think that if people assumed I came from a rich white background or a wealthy, a middle upper class, they would be right. If, you know, is it fair to assume that black people know black people? And that they see black culture on TV and in the media. I mean, I think that's a fair assumption. I really do. It's like the same reason you brought up the white community, because I'm white. Yeah, and she did the same thing.
I didn't have eyes,
you know.
If you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
This was
now mind.
What's up, Beachy?
What's up, Ann? I know you playing it. I'm listening to. I feel a type of way, but let me just, you know, catch up with the commentary and let you rock out and do your thing, okay?
No,
but I'm certain.
I this morning. You got it. Go ahead. Change it.
Now let's play a little bit more, because this is why I don't like. I don't go in some of them places no more. That's why I don't like you niggas.
These two start crashing out. And instead, this is how monsters are made. Because he could option A, check these two. But he won't. They won't. And it's no Ilkin, or I think that's how I say your name. And it's no disrespect for you, but I'm just getting tired of men doing this. Like, be a man. And I hate having to be a woman to say that. It's so out of order. But it's just, you know, it's kind of like the dad that always rewards the bratty sisters. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. You just think,
what's up, Rose?
could you punish the one that did the wrong thing?
No, it's not.
I mean,
Yes, it is.
No, he was begging me to come on the show.
Hey, friends, we don't need that leaves. Jess can handle it. Let her handle it.
Go ahead.
So, like I said, we
we're
were talking
offended. Next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let Jess finish, please. Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Jess,
So, like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason, I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, I was speaking on your.
See, and that's one of the things I was saying. I'm like, I get it. You want to come talk about politics. You want to talk about relationships in general. I guess, hey, you know, you can talk about that shit. You American, you heterosexual, you in the mid. Hey, you can engage in that conversation, but as soon as this shit turned into some black community shit, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You need to shut the fuck up.
All the way up.
You know, that's really it. That's all I see. You know? But now she's even admitting that. She's like, yeah, I did bring it up. Whatever. And she's just laughing about this. This bitch think this shit funny. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and what's funny? What is comical? You're out of your element. You're not qualified to speak on us. How fucking dare you? How dare you? And why are people? Why do we? Because I see most of us up there, and you Negroes. Why do y'all keep giving these others passes to speak on us? The line should be always been drawn. If it wasn't drawn in the beginning, it should be drawn by now. Hey, look, we appreciate rocking with you, but this right here, we got to draw the line. Don't come over it, because that's what y'all expect from us. I'm looking at how many men? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, half and half. Mm-hmm. Who else is going to complain about that? Who else is going to step up and say, well, you know, right, Jessica, they giggling. I didn't find anything funny. And they were like, what's so funny? What are y'all giggling about? Did I miss the joke?
I don't see a damn thing funny that you can just come in here, overstep your boundaries. Like, I get it, the relationship topics, there's saying you make a little flirty laugh or whatever. But she even said, yeah, I made this a black and white issue, and yeah, this shit's funny now.
I'm so triggered, but right out, and I'm triggered. But what's up, Big J? It's just not okay. This is why I don't go these. I can't hang out with people like this. I can't rock with y'all. This is what we call. You want to talk about a sellout? Even and in my situation, I got lemons like, hold up, stay over there with your people. You can't come over here. You know, it's understood. Even with some of us who coexist in certain dynamics with other races. We put lines there for a reason. Don't come over here, okay, forgetting that you still the other side. And that's coming from me. Out of all people who telling you, hold up now, you got to pump the brakes when they forget, because they do forget. Okay? Having a whole white spout out until they forget. And you have to remind them on a constant basis, you out of your element now. Get back in your element. This is not about you. And they actually will do that. My bad. But if you don't check them, they're gonna ride it all the way out. Because why not? That's what's
if you don't let me in your house and you about to just let me rearrange your furniture, tell you how to hang the pictures, and also tell you how to season your motherfucking chicken and all that other shit. I mean, I guess I'm in charge here.
Season the chicken. I'll be damned. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what Keels was saying earlier. He's like, yo, they invited her to the barbecue. It's like, yeah, but this bitch brought potato salad with raisins in it, man. What the fuck? You know, like, I ain't eating that shit. Just saying.
And Big J, I would say this, and I'm gonna mute. Every time I think some of you all couldn't disappoint me anymore, that you couldn't do something that just shows your true character. You can't go any lower, you go lower. It's nothing but disappointment. And that's why you won't see me and not a name one else ever again. I can't associate myself and co-sign this. I just can't.
For real, you brought potato salad with raisins in it and shit, man. Like, look, this motherfucker will shed all over your goddamn furniture. I'm just saying. Oh, snuffleupagus looking ass bitch. Like, you gotta check a motherfucker like that when they just come and step out of line like that.
Right.
Yeah. Like, for clicks and views. Like, we in the business of content creation right here. I'll just create some other shit. But no, you will not be coming over here putting your feet up and all that other shit. So, I mean, I'm going to check out the next video after this because apparently, I guess Ali must have triggered her too. She said she felt like she was being tone policed by Ali, which I personally believe that's what she needed. I don't know if y'all saw that part. I didn't, so we're gonna check that one out together.
I haven't seen that part. I ain't seen that part though. I don't believe.
How we are all naturally attracted.
You did Beach?
I haven't.
I'm about to go right
to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to say, excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for Black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations and
60%. Now, again, it's going to completely derail the conversation because she's going to keep saying, why do you keep talking about Black people? It's just like, it's again, this is tone policing. Black men have been arrested by the.
Can you stop cutting her off? One sec. Hey, friend, one second. I got you.
He's cutting me off, Ali.
I got you, Jazz. You don't have to ask. I got you.
Sorry.
You all right?
Bro, my bad.
Just make some notes, bro. Let her finish.
That's my fault.
It's fine. Go ahead, Jazz. Uninterrupted.
It's just weird that you would even have to bring up a race of people to even have the conversation, which lets me know that you don't really have information on the conversation. You're just spewing points to try to get a rise out of people because that's all you know. As it pertains to why women choose the women they want or the kind of men that they date, there are so many different reasons for that. You can't equate a person that has a felony to them being a violent criminal. That's not always the case, because I agree there are some people that marry men and women that have felonies in their background. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are violent. And then to say that Black women are the most prone to violent criminals.
Steal their viewers, guys. Get in their chat. Say, get Pearl back.
Within our community, you don't know shit about our community, Pearl. And if we're going to talk about...
And she says, I don't know shit about the community. Well, maybe I don't know as much as you, but again, I lived in a pretty Black area for like 2 years. I mean, I know something. I've been in entertainment for 5.
You got it, because I'm done with this one right now. So go ahead. I'm going to the next video. I want to get that because that you hear what the fuck I'm saying. Go ahead.
Okay, listen to me, y'all. Listen very carefully. I've got many calls I can make. I've done streams. Y'all still, some people wasn't hearing it. Y'all didn't want to believe it. How I talk to a white man, particularly if I made a decision to breed and procreate, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't give a damn. I don't care about none of that. Y'all know at the end of the day, bitch, I don't care about none of that. But when something come out of his mouth, like the last time I brought him on the street, and his crazy white ass, his cracker ass, like I told him, I said it. I might need to let Ant clip a little bit of that video, how I had to put him back in his cracker motherfucking place and tell him he don't get a pass to come trying to tell us anything Black. I need him to stay over there in Crackerville. And he understood, like, I have to check him in front of y'all. And this a whole damn limit. Like, I mean, how much closer can I damn get? I have to check him. My children check him. When we like, hey, pump your brakes. You don't get no pass because you lucked up on a sister. You don't get to come out here and say, this is not your fight. When anything was going down from all the recent events, he knew when to don't come up here with that bullshit. We don't give a fuck about how you feel. This is how we feel. And we the majority. Stay your white ass over there and just don't say nothing. Because if you say the wrong thing, we're going to jump your ass. And if you try to act like you down with us, because, well, I got Black kids, not like that on that nigga, you don't got shit. you that don't give you a pass, sir. You still Mr. Whitey. You still got something in your skin that gives you this this preferential treatment that you don't see. And I'm tired of trying to break it down. They just don't see it. But I do know we will check them all the time. get back. It don't care for decades. I've been checking them, and I keep checking them, and they know when to step back. They get cocky. This shit about I stayed around for 2 years. I lived around black people. This the same shit they be saying. They will try to think they connect to us if and it's offensive. It's offensive. I grew up, my family didn't have much. Oh, so you can relate to black people because you grew up poor? So what the fuck you trying to say? Sound like you insulting us. Like, these the type of backhanded compliments from this pale face, marshmallow looking, ain't got no definition, can't even get a dress right. I mean, this butterface right here, everything cute butterface. These type of females hopping up talking about I lived around y'all for 2 years and they think she got to pass and understand us. Who gave you that? Who gave you permission to even speak on our culture? How fucking dare you?
I'm gonna just tell you, man. Look, here's the deal. If you under 30 and you look like this, you are about to be one busted old bitch. They say it's a blessing to get old. Not for everybody, it's not. I'm gonna just keep it real. Now, that's worse than the whole I got black friends thing. Now, if you remember, I had to check that on the block with Jen bitch for saying this shit a long time ago when she tried to check some black women about some shit, saying that, yeah, she can speak on the black community because she's dated nothing but black men since she was 17 years old. It's like, bitch, just because you had some black in you don't mean you got black in you, bitch. That's not, black ain't just some shit you become when you 17 years old because you fuck somebody.
Y'all,
shit that you just gain.
White people think that, y'all. Spoiler alert, white people actually think like that. They think that they we are the most desired. I don't fuck what you heard. These brown melanated men and women alike, we are the most desired race out here on this planet. I don't know what the hell way y'all be hanging out and who lying to y'all, but everybody want them or one of y'all or one of me. But the minute they get lucky, I got a little taste, they go to getting cocky like this shit and then they got a right to speak on. I can't tell you how many shit done popped off because all crap, Buddy thought he could speak for the black people. And now we got all type of shit going on. Somebody going to jail, like shit happens. It provokes a certain reaction out of the other race. It's just causes all problems. Why you just can't be you?
There you go. I'm gonna rinse you up in a minute, Robert Platinum. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. She said she dates Africans. She calls them her Africans. We checked that shit too. She said her words exactly were my Africans. Like, that's what I'm saying. She consider black folks like her possession.
Right.
That's why she made sure, even in that last video, she threw out the disclaimer. When she knows she derailing the fucking show, she admitted that she went off topic. Even Jazz was like, hey, I thought we were just talking about relationships. How does this even turn into a black-white issue? Like, you brought that shit up. And she's like, yeah, I did, but whatever. He was begging me to come on the show. That's what she said. She threw that shit out there, man. I'm just saying, man, the nerve, the unmitigated gall. You supposed to let that bitch come through, kick her in her ass, and send her on her fucking way. If she can't show a certain level of respect.
Like, you gonna respect me whether you don't gotta want to. That's what you gonna do. And it's very unfortunate. I don't know where the G's at. If it's maybe my age bracket, I know how to handle a chick like this. Listen, I grew in my world. I got to deal with Amy, Amanda, Becky, Allison. I got to deal with them and Keisha. I got to deal with all the whole spectrum. But this particular group right here, I check them on the daily. When I'm done with them, they know I can't try that with her. I tried it and like I know them. I'm very disappointed that the men that come on here with all these talking points and all these stats and all this black women, that, and y'all don't know how to handle this. This really light work. This is a easy pimp paying up, and you can get her in check. I don't understand why ain't nobody been able to do that. This is light work. If I come over to her world, I can rack up every one of them white boys easy, just like that. I'm just busy, ho. But I'm telling y'all, it is so easy to check it.
She can't do it, Beach. Look, May was up here earlier, right? And she was like, look, this woman is undesirable. Like, don't no man even want this motherfucker, right? Yeah, the Freudian slips, Jessica, but don't no man even want this bitch. So they was like, look, she jealous of black women. And I'm sorry, ladies, it's not just black women. That bitch is jealous of any desirable fucking woman. This has been an undesirable bitch her whole life. Trust me, that's why she called herself an anti-feminist. Because she got issues with good-looking white women too. And Latinas and Asian women and every other woman that was able to bag a fucking dude because she couldn't unless she paid that motherfucker. Trust me, she cut a check every time.
Yeah,
that woman ain't in her life. I'm keeping it 100. Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a delay. Never mind. Sorry.
You got it, bro. My bad.
Yeah, and you're right though, because she's jealous of every woman. You know, I remember she was talking about Candace Owens because her and Candace Owens is beefing at the moment, right? And the way she talked about Candace Owens, oh man, she's cute, she's this, she's that, and it seems to me though, I think that she is bisexual. The way she be talking about Candace Owens, you know, talk about her beauty and shit. Well, I don't see Candace Owens. She's kind of mid, but you know, just saying.
I'm gonna step away. Big J, remind me to come back on that because I was gonna tell you what I clocked on this little low key corporate muncher chick up here. But remind me to come back to that when I come back.
Right, right.
Good call, Big J. That was a good call on there.
Yeah, because because like she be fantasizing with Candace Owens, you know, because they, you know, ever since that old boy got himself murked out there in
yeah. Well, Candace Owens ain't a bad looking woman. You know what I'm saying? Candace Owens.
No, I mean she ain't bad looking. She's just Candace Owens, right? So yeah, man, she has this. She wanna, you know, she got beef with Candace Owens. They actually met that beef in person. Yeah, they just want. She just wanted to munch on Candace. And I you know, go to you know, go to her older videos she made like two months ago or so. I mean, she went in on Candace. Yeah, she talking about how beautiful she is, and she jealous. You know how they get men, and she doesn't.
Here, let's listen to this. This is the one where the title of this video right here. She just did this earlier today. It's Black Man Tries to Lecture Pearl, and this happened. She just uploaded this one about 10 hours ago. All right.
We're going to react to the last show. We're going to talk about where this basic decorum is.
Told you, man, I'm a word. I said I'd be back. Yeah. So she said that Ali tried to lecture her. That's what I'm saying, man. These niggas will fall for any goddamn thing. They think that any other motherfucker that voted for Donald Trump is just on their goddamn side. You're supposed to be against feminism and shit, and you don't even realize when you're dealing with a goddamn feminist. Like a blatant one. Like this bitch is so stuck in this motherfucking shit, man, that no one fuck with her. She don't even want to fuck with a dude unless she's paying that motherfucker, man.
Now, I'm glad that you said that, right? Because let's talk about this another thing. All these Negroes, like Angry Man and Fatty, talking about the modern woman this, the modern woman's that. Well, who is Candace? Is Candace? No, I mean, I'm sorry. Now, who is Pearl? Is Pearl a modern woman? Is she not?
Yeah, I do believe so.
No, I mean, the logic of it. The logic. Is she modern woman? Yes, she is. By the same definition. So if Pearl was a black woman, these same Negroes would have cast her off to the side. And like what BJS was saying, she need to be used. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm about to break that BJS argument up too. You know, trying to save her. Well, I thought women supposed to be fine, fit, and friendly. Well, she isn't fine, and she isn't friendly.
What the fuck is this shit, bro?
That's
What's up,
feminine, fit, and friendly. Big J. And Pearl is the epitome of that. You see that pink dress? Pink exudes femininity. She looking a little rough right there. She looking like an NBA player right there.
And then on top of this, right? I know how black men in space always talk about hair weave and shit. Now, remember when she was on Old Man's channel? Look at her hair. Now, white women wear weave just as black women do. They wear that fake shit just as black women do.
Yeah.
Just cut the bullshit. So again, if Pearl was a black woman, y'all they would have cast her aside like they did to D'Amica Marie and Chris and Kira and all the rest of them.
Look, fuck all that. Look, I would rather a chick with a wig on that don't shed on my furniture before I have some shit like this that I gotta wake up next to or even fucking sleep with. Dude, you will never get those webs out of your motherfucking bed or out of your goddamn shower or whatever the fuck it's on. You have to follow this shit around with a lint roller or some shit.
Oof,
so all the niggas is crying like that about natural hair and all that. If this is the shit that you would rather in your house, man, I'll be real. You'll learn to appreciate a chick that can just take that shit off.
What's
just
going
take
on
that
with with her roots?
someplace safe. Yeah, you feel me? A chick that can just take that shit off, put it someplace safe, and just wake up in the morning and put that shit back on. Because this shit will end up all over the place. I'm just saying.
What's going on with the top of her head?
That's what I'm saying.
Is she gray? Is she going gray?
Brownie, I already caught them. What's up, boo? My boo Brownie back. We back, girl.
We back.
Brownie, I caught that too with the flat hair. It's in there. It's a genetic thing with their hair type. I be around too many of them. I can tell it won't hold curls. It's like the most undesirable hair. You know what I'm saying?
My problem is Pearl come from like a wealthy family. If she got too much money to be getting bad weaves.
Right. Ooh.
Her K-tips should be undetectable, customized, and everything else. You shouldn't even be able to know.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Part of why it's not that, and I'm going back on what Big J said. I'm really shocked and kind of disappointed how some of the men aren't catching up. That she wants some. She don't want dick. Okay, she has a desire. There's a look. Okay, there's a certain look and a face that can't cover up certain traits. I'm being very careful of the channel and sensitive to how I say this, but I have seen a dime a dozen of these right here in this same shade, in this same tone, in them same jackets, and they are the reason they keep themselves is that they're not dressing for the men. Okay, they don't have that. It's straight lesbiterian behavior. It's lesbiterian dress code. It's lesbiterian. We don't care about our hair because I mean I'm not trying to be a doll. I'm not interested in that. Okay, I'm trying to figure. I'm really disappointed how nobody has really like. Are y'all really questioning her? Like, are you not into something else, honey, that you just don't want to admit because of whatever reasons? But I see it. Okay, I see it. It's not well hidden at all. It's not even being hidden, to be honest. And that's okay. But
I'm like this. Look, fellas, ladies, you date whatever you want, and it's cool. But this chick is just in no position to be able to tell me shit, even when it comes to relationships. That's all I'm fucking saying, man.
Not only relationships, especially the race thing, and even taking the relationship side out in sexual preference.
I'm not gonna say that the woman's not attractive because she's a white woman, because there are plenty of attractive white women out there. She just ain't one.
Yeah, she got a little
That's all I'm
features.
saying. She ain't
big. Ain't she tall?
Yeah.
She about 6'3", something like that.
Yeah.
Big cave beast.
Yeah, I cut off the legs here.
I just don't know. You know, this shout out. Pearl is the king of the manosphere.
Yeah, so men, I mean, because it hasn't happened yet. It will when they get to when they're ready or exposed or whatever the case. How are some of y'all gonna feel noting how much energy, time, and notoriety you poured into a female who deceived you into thinking that they even cared about what the male thinks because they like y'all? They don't even like you in the first place. How is it gonna feel knowing that you were never even an option? How would y'all feel if a bitch like me, because she got some for the brown girls, if I end up doing some real sneaky shit and pulling a Pearly? I mean, y'all know I'm for the men, but just to be on some, let me show you. I can show you, but I can tell you, like, what is it gonna take for us to show you? Like, what is it gonna take? It's only a matter of time. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, I see it. I already seen it. I don't know why, but then again, I'm in other spaces, but people over here, they don't see it yet. They ain't gonna see it until it's too late. Yeah, she wants Candace Owens.
You think she bushing it up?
Yeah, she wants Candace Owens. I've been trying to tell that to people. Yeah, she wants to have time with Candace. Because that's always in her mouth. It's Candace. And tell me how beautiful Candace is, and she's cute. Candace is cute. But I let people figure it out. I let y'all find out on your own, because y'all ain't gonna listen to what I got to say. But anyway,
she might not have a lot of prospects going on with men, like
Brownie.
Brownie.
We need companionship.
It's nothing. It's fine with women dynamics, female dynamics. I got a couple. Some of my look. She's not interested in Big J. She's not interested. Okay, she's for the other team, and that's okay. It's not okay to come in and not be yourself and be authentic and make money and dollars and off of manipulating your identity to gain something because you just feel like you can do it on your own, or your family doesn't allow that type of behavior. So you just like, F it, I'm just gonna live a double life and come on here. But yes, creative, it can't be. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all don't understand. It always be I swear, be the palest ones. They be lusting after brown girls. I see it all the time. It make me, feel a type of way too. Like they be lusting.
Because they like Candace. Okay, going by Big J's theory, Candace would be the exact opposite of Pearl. She's small. She had a small frame. She has a soft face. Like. So I can definitely, see, why Pearl might be attracted to her.
Hey, also,
woman.
I think there's I gotta agree with I think somebody said she might be a little jealous of the Candace Owens too, because Candace Owens can talk about that black community stuff without getting the type of pushback that Pearl is gonna get. Like Candace will still get that smoke and everything because she with a white dude, but she's still a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
She can still say that, you know. And it's like who the fuck is this Pearly bitch?
Yeah, Pearl be talking crazy. You always been consistent though, and with that, you always been consistent.
I mean, ain't no the only thing because people was like, "Oh, you caping for?" I was like, "Nah, I just didn't let people slander the legitimate business because people tried to say that the contract she was signing people to was robbery, and I was like, it kind of standard, you know, in this you know, when you're dealing with that. But that was it. I just gave that disclaimer because I didn't want. I was like, yeah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, report it the way I see it. But other than that, man, fuck this bitch. I would look. Cause also on some real shit. I don't give a damn. I could be sitting here arguing with my chick, right? Let's say, for example, let's say a beachy with my chick or you with my chick, whatever. I could be sitting here arguing with my chick. If this bitch comes out of nowhere, it's like, hey, you need to calm down and try to say some shit to one. I'm like, hold up, bitch. Who the fuck are you? Like, you overstepping your boundaries.
But she only does that because, you know, a certain demographic of people allow her to overstep their boundaries and play. And that's usually what happens in these spaces. Like, you know, they test the waters first. So they test the waters and they see how certain people gonna, you know, receive it, and then they know who to play with and they know who to do that with.
The relationship,
Brownie's right.
Political talk, the feminism, you know, womanism talk, whatever. I get it. You can speak on that. Who can't speak on that? Whatever. But as soon as you start coming in trying to tell black women about their fucking struggle as black women and how they got to deal with black men and all that shit, and then you trying to tell black women what the fuck they need to be doing, all in predominantly black spaces, it's just a fucking nerve. That's all I'm saying. Just the nerve.
And who keep letting her get away with this? Like the ministry said, well, I can speak on black people because I lived around them for 2 years. How fucking dare you? Ain't nobody gonna, like, I check this type of stuff at the door. I check this type of stuff in front of people.
Well, you have to.
It doesn't get to, no, you're not about to, you don't get to do that. Pump
That's
your brakes.
You have to, because if you don't, the shit gonna get out of hand.
And we see that time and time again. You see these people that get these undercover, you know, people platforms to speak and to spew.
Agreed. I was just gonna say, let's look at the common denominator.
They let men do it all the time. White men come over here and do that shit all the time. Not over here like your channel, but over here.
I done checked that shit too, man.
That's what I'm saying. You consistent with it, and I respect it. Like, cause the black people I know ain't going for that.
Over here, you know, I don't just kick people out because of who they are, or any of that shit. It's just you gonna show a certain level of respect. That's all I'm saying. I usually don't do, like, I try to keep the topics race neutral, gender neutral, and shit like that for that purpose, so that way everybody can engage in the shit. It's just this right here. This is on the Pearly bitch. But for the most part, people don't come over here and disrespect me on my platform like that. They don't.
No.
I will say this. There is a common denominator when this type of activity goes on. Who's always around? See, the real niggas don't be around when this up there, when stuff like this. Well, if they have, I'm just not keen to it. They're not tolerating this. I said what I said. Real niggas are not gonna play with your ass. You gonna know how to talk when you up here with me. You gonna know how to stay over there in Crackerville, like I said, and speak for crackers. Don't speak for black women. You're not one, so don't speak for them. The real niggas gonna do that type of talk. They're gonna handle that accordingly. But you faking in a $3 bill, niggas, that'll let anything, anybody, any gender, any dress, even if it's a man in a dress, it be y'all that's always letting stuff like this slide in and pollute the water for everybody else. Y'all that's on their panel, not here. You niggas. You fake it in a $3 bill, niggas. Y'all bring this in. Y'all allow it to happen. And that's why I don't fuck with you. I don't support you. And I will never co-sign your ass. And if I ever saw you, which I won't, but I will tell it to you in your face, you are the type that we don't really want around. I don't know why people keep lying to y'all or using you or what you're doing, but no, nobody wants you around. You're gonna ask him, man, who brought this? Why you brought them to the, what the fuck? Why you brought them over here? What's wrong with you? What is your motive and your agenda? Why would you pollute your own neighborhood? It'd be the same people. How come I don't see this going on over there, Big JX? How come they, it always you think you're not touchable, but you niggas is quite touchable. Ooh. I digress. Ain't shit untouchable about you. This some touchable type of behavior. I said what the fuck I said.
Oof. But here's what she had to say about the whole Ali thing, their exchange.
Okay, so I'm gonna respond now. You feel free, Doug MPA, to. All right, we got a $10 super chat, a token of my gratitude. It's like, okay, Pearl's autistic. If you think I'm autistic, why are you here? And that's what I mean. It's like, now you're banned. It just doesn't. All right, let's see. Like a white person would just say, well, I guess we have different views and turn off the camera. Okay, here we go.
And she made this shit about race. Just so y'all know, before we get into this shit, she made this shit about race.
Hello. How you doing, Pearly?
I'm good. How's it going? So that was good. He started off, and I'm going to put this basic decorum. How are you? That was good.
I'm trying to stay black and die. So let me make a proper introduction first, okay? Of just the timelines of things that's happened before you ever even got on the panel. You were probably one of the most supported people by the black men. I won't say black women. I know.
Okay, so this is where he goes off the rails. He thinks he has the authority to lecture me on anything. I mean, he starts it, I was like, that was good, the basic decorum. And now his solution was Pearl left because of disrespect, and let me further disrespect her by lecturing. Tone policing and nagging. That's what women do. Women lecture, tone police, nag. That's not what men are supposed to do.
Pearl talking greasy.
Black women try to tear you apart.
Yeah.
But Pearl talking greasy. They turned up on her. They look. Let one of these black women.
I cannot deny that at all because of information you do share. But white women try to tear you apart. Women in general try to tear you apart. You've been somebody a lot of people have been supported before you even came on a panel. When you came on Anton Daniels' panel maybe 2-3 years ago.
See, now the lecturing, you see my face, I'm like, I don't care. And the politeness in me still let him talk. A lot of hosters would just cut him. I am the authority on this show. That's how it works. If you start a show, that you're the authority on the show. And then if you don't like it, you go to a different show.
Back when we're saying, oh, Pearly racist. Men came out to your defense big time. I wanted the men that came out to your defense. I say, hey, Pearly is not racist. I don't support that. Y'all are mad because she's saying factual information. The problem is,
like, I just went on another smaller channel today. I can't remember, what is the channel name, Doug MP? I don't know what the channel name is. I don't want to say the connection because I don't know if that's public, but I went another channel today and I didn't go in guns blazing, like taking over the whole show. It's like the basic decorum. You read the temperature of the room. You when he just starts, nagging, tone policing lecture.
And I was stand corrected as well too. I told you we do the Black Fatigue show, but on the next one because that was already done.
He didn't. So then he proceeds to gaslight and lie. Before the show started, which is when you would have to tell me that was not discussed. That was not discussed.
See, and this be my issue, right? Because people be like, look, if you got a problem with what she's saying, why don't you debate her? I don't give a fuck what she's saying. This bitch ain't worth debating. She's not worth debating. This is a fucking child, a damn near 30-something-year-old, inexperienced, unintelligent child. Why would I bother debating this person?
The fact that she sat there and dragged that man after he said that he was defending her.
Hey, can I keep it 100 Brownie?
He said this nigga came up here, poured out his heart. I don't give a fuck. You could have kept this shit to
I was
yourself.
just about to say, some of y'all need to be feeling stupid. Some people like, I don't know, you, Ali, Nick. Yeah, you. Mm-hmm. You like a fool. While you up in caping, you don't put a cape on. You can't put a cape on. Was clapping for it and twerking for it, and she not racist. This and I defended you. I defended you. So listen to me. Like you really thought you was doing something. You let her handle. She handled you like you was nothing. She swatted you away like a gnat. But over that way, you think you untouchable, but you clearly are. Pearly just touched you in your spirit. Ali, where you at? Pearly touched you in your spirit, and then she just dissed you after you kissing her, but she ain't telling you, oh yeah, I've taken up for you, and I respect you. She don't give a F about nothing you trying to say. She letting you know this, I run this ish, and you the little man. She basically told you this big dog versus little dog, and you little dog, and you yelping like a little bitch. Wow. You're not looking very untouchable right now, sir. You should, re-examine your theme.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for an invite for the link. I'll promise to be respectful next time this bitch is on the show, because I think it would only be fair that I gotta say some shit, man, because this is bullshit.
But I probably didn't tell you beforehand. I apologize for that. But one thing I'll never
Okay, so then he admitted it.
I ain't apologize.
So again, what he could have said, okay, I'm gonna give him a point for that one.
Is when the conversation just goes to race, when we're having a conversation about women in general, that's something that threw the whole panel left. That person who came on my panel was talking too much. I agree with you, right? We need to control that. And we need to moderate a little bit better. I don't agree with that. But if I sat on a Muslim men and women's table, Jewish men and women's table.
Okay, so again, this is his, you are not communicating in the, think about this. Again, this is the equivalent of an infantryman going up to a general. And look, I don't mean to, but you again.
Go ahead, Brownie, you got it.
She just
first time hearing this one, because I think this was on her show. This was on her show now. So this is in response to what happened on Ali's show.
She just sunned the hell out of
baby. I had to turn my camera out so Brownie could do her thing. I can't keep a straight face. I may not be. Look, she got a pocket on a couple of things, but it's how she handling y'all. How she get away with this? This ain't no good look for y'all.
I need to watch.
I bet she'll be nicer than me than y'all. I bet she'll be good to me and Brownie.
Reviewing this in the meantime, while Ali is talking, when he's talking to her, she ain't saying nothing.
Is she gonna hop up on her platform and say?
So we kind of watching a review. Yeah, we're reviewing a review.
What was that analogy she said again, Brownie? The general in the infantry
versus general.
She just sunned the man. Look. This is the woman y'all was out here defending and saying it wasn't racist.
Well, I mean, she also said slavery wasn't that bad. She said that immigrants work harder than Black Americans. She referred to her employees as her Africans. She Me Too'd her volleyball coach and all of that, Black volleyball coach, all of that. And you kind of you heard even what she said. She said, "Look, majority of the crackheads are Black folks," and she knows it because that's just what we see. Hey, it's common knowledge.
But this should have stopped. Wait a minute, hold on. Is Beach talking? Oh, she wasn't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, this should have stopped when it's find out she Me Too her Black coach. This should have ended right then and there. I don't know why niggas didn't sit there and say, "Oh, well, hold on, you attacked one of us, you lied on one of us, and he had to face legal remedies behind that shit." This could have stopped the whole thing, but niggas, I'm gonna say this: niggas in this space are dumb. They're dumb. Everything's right there in front of you.
This is These Niggas Thursday. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks if you're catching the replay. We are simulcasting at the home of the official YT Purge, and y'all make sure that y'all sub to Ilk and Ali, sub to Pearl, also sub to Big J XXX, Beachy 08, and Brownie Ellie.
And this is him assuming he has the authority to tell me the correct way to talk. Ooh, the audacity. And again, white people, I'm not going to get angry at this. I'll just say, let's just communicate no more. And it's like the women. It's like, have you ever said, okay, women, you keep fighting me, you keep telling me you don't like me, and I do all this stuff wrong. Let's just stop talking. We'll just stop communicating. This can be over forever. Let's end the torture. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, just be gone.
Was that
you came over here where I can talk?
I think that was the cracker way of saying it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. I mean, y'all know what K Camp said. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. Y'all rock with K Camp, right? Mm-hmm. Carly just said to Ali, "So what you saying, ho? I'm the man, ho. Nothing but a bird. I'ma leave you where you stand, ho." She just cut it ain't nothing that cut that nigga off. She just can't camp your motherfucking ass, Ollie. I hope you feel real stupid right now. You just got K-camped by Pearly. They ain't looking too good for you. I might go over there and fuck with it just to fuck with you niggas, okay? Because you're faking in a $3 bill anyway. And if somebody like Pearly can K-camp you, then I'm going to get all my shits and giggle all of it. Because, I don't respect men no way that put chicks with dicks on their platforms and prop them up like a goddamn deflected Barbie doll. I don't respect y'all no way. But the fact that Just Pearly just K-camp you like that, bro.
Pearl might as well call them some bitches.
I need him to take 3 to 5 business days.
Kind of did, Brown. Kind of did.
Yeah, that's she probably said the word bitch.
Yeah, at least with this review, she kind of silent while Ali's talking to her. But when she said everything that she said, she's like, "That's what women do." All of that. She pretty much did call the motherfuckers bitches.
She just can't. And she said she the man. She the man, nigga. Pearly got you sucking her pearly balls. Y'all is there in pearly balls.
Pearly got y'all submitting.
I mean, she's rushed. Y'all submissive like a boy. All them submit. You mean to tell me out of 1,852 untouchable submissive panels, y'all came over here just to submit, bow down to Pearly and suck her pearly balls? Y'all need to start doing practicing better. You know how we say you're supposed to practice for the practice, and how you practice is how you play. And all y'all do is talk about submission this and submissive that, but you came down there, master this, what's that, and suck them pearly balls. I don't even suck white dick. I'm not doing that. Haven't ever. They don't deserve that. That's for the black men, nigga. But y'all suck the girl. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not co-signing you now. Hold on, don't get ahead of you not being co-signed. But I will say you did. You know, you got your hand on Ali's head, and you got a firm grip right there. You know what I'm saying? You got that beard all kind of smeared up and stuff. You know, but you know, I'm gonna be. Y'all go ahead though. I'm just saying from my point of view. You got K count. It ain't nothing to cut the bitch. She cut you off. You're not important. You wasn't even special enough for her to give you the courtesy to not review after. You a little dog. She making sure you know you subservient. I bet she would never treat me like that. I guarantee you. I put some money on it. She would never treat me like that. Y'all haven't been doing a good job. This is a very bad look for the space. This is a very bad look if these are your representatives and y'all get up Just Pearly to come around and this is what you're serving. It's just not a good look. Antigua did a better job. Definitely Big J.
However I want. Because, you know, again, I tried to communicate on your show. He didn't like how I was communicating. And I said, hey, if you can't take it, I can go. And then they start crashing out on me. So I said, I'm really going to go now. I don't feel the need to go back and forth.
And that's when you tell that bitch, then go, ho. Because you don't run shit over here.
No, that's when you drop her ass. That's when you drop her ass.
That's wrong. Give a fuck. Get the fuck out. You don't run a fucking thing over here. You think we about to just change the rules of the goddamn platform so that your ass can just be in charge? You didn't try to change the goddamn topic. You done made shit about race when it was about motherfucking relationships. You done talked about the community when we was talking about politics as a whole. And then all of this other shit. You done just pretty much just tried to change up everything to fit your own motherfucking narrative. You done tried to race bait and everything. Get the fuck out, bitch. This is disrespectful.
All right, let me get Answer Smoke. Ant, my brother. The second longest guy I've been known in the space. Second or third. Close enough. Top 5. Is in my top 5. Okay. Yeah, I got a top 5. She didn't try to do shit. She did. She came over there. Ain't got no I ain't got a look. She came up over there. Dusty, no effort. I ain't even put no extra shine in my hair. Okay, I'm gonna come up here and give her. I don't even really want to be here, but I know y'all send a little cash out donation for me to come and y'all keep asking. Let me go and come over here. She came over there and sunned y'all. Like Brownie said, she let you know that when she left, you wasn't getting no respect from her. She making sure her audience understand.
Well, the last review that she did it, and I'm gonna go back to it after this because this one ain't much longer. She did it while they was still live.
And that's what I'm saying. And you said she tried, and I was just only thing I was giving you pushback was on no. She didn't try at all. She did. Mission accomplished. She did that. She came. She did everything. If she even thought whether it was accidental, intentionally, I'm gonna do all this shit and they ain't gonna do shit about it. Watch me do it. If I would have had a bet with you, ain't gonna be able to get away with that, Pearly. I would have had bet her. No, I think you can. I raised you a couple hundred, a stack or two. If she bet that she wouldn't go over there and touch y'all in your spirit, although you think you're untouchable, she just proved that you're not. Her? After all the hundreds of women I'm sure y'all done had on these panels, you got practice with the dialogue. You're supposed to be efficient at this. How she just sign you and just touch you like that? She just barely touched you. She got her finger on your nose. Just probably mushed you in your face, Ali. That is so touchable. I digress.
Okay. I'll get to that one in a minute. Let me finish this one. Cause yeah. Now hold up. I didn't see her go at All right, this is what Tyranny told me earlier. So I guess the next show, I'll probably do something. I'll try to do something this weekend. I'm gonna try to get Tyranny over here, maybe even Jazz over here too. And hell, whatever. Pasty ain't gonna want to be over here. I can guarantee you that. She ain't gonna want to be over here.
Black women still do
I
have
don't give a fuck neither. She ain't gotta be. We'll just roast that hoe.
herpes. They do. They do.
Wait, what was that about the herpes?
I don't know.
Show he didn't like how I was communicating, and I said, "Hey, if you can't take it, I can go." And then they start crashing out on me, so I said, "I'm really gonna go now. I don't feel the need to go back and forth." Black women still do have herpes. They do. They do.
So I guess that's some shit she was reading in her chat or whatever. I don't know. The fucking nerve. The nerve, yo.
I mean, why? I don't understand where that comment came from in the context of the conversation. So it's kind of biased for me to even comment on that because I don't get where that came from. You know what I mean? There had to be a previous conversation about Black women and the STD or whatever, and so I'm gonna let that. I'm just gonna leave that alone because I mean that's not a lie. Any race can get herpes. You have unprotected sex with a person carrying it, you're going to contract it. So I'm not sure why that would be, a thing, but I don't know the previous conversation, so I'm not able to give fair commentary on that statement. Bronny, what do you think?
I blame these niggas.
It's these niggas Thursday.
I blame these niggas for protecting her when she should have got dragged years ago.
Way years ago.
I blame these niggas for putting her on a pedestal. But like Beachy, like you were saying earlier, like it's real niggas. Like real niggas ain't gonna have no woman, no white woman up there, talking crazy and entertaining it. Mm-hmm. But these people find their way to certain platforms, and a lot of times, they not of the Black American culture.
Wait, Brownie, and hey, Jessica. Wait, that's Jessica X. Jessica X.
The one and
What's
only.
up, BG?
Jelly.
Oh, what in the world?
Hey, Brownie.
How are you?
Long time no see.
Good.
Yeah, you're up here, and clearly you got a lot to say. So I'm not gonna go on.
No, you can finish. I'll jump in after you.
What was the last statement you said, Brownie? And then I'm gonna mute up. So Jessica, it's good to see you. What?
It really is good to see you.
Oh, her being in the space. Wait, what was it again?
I was talking about how these niggas, they don't be of Black American culture, and they be allowing people to race.
Last comment you said I was gonna fly through, but I'm sorry, I got thrown off seeing the Jessica X. I have to make sure because it was like, wait, that's Jessica X, but they did come up. That it just wasn't a good look. I'm gonna until I get my thought back, y'all. Because I hate to be flabbergasted and like all thrown off, but when I get my thought back, I'll run it back. But I just want to. This is a terrible look. For men, all y'all do. Oh, I got my thought back. Great. For all you men who have jumped me, whoever else try to put me in a position like I don't know how to handle white people. No, I've been doing this for decades. Okay, I do this. Y'all are doing a terrible job. For every one of you brothers who wanted to, I guess, smear in our face, like didn't understand. We don't care when you wanted to say, "Oh, see, this one I don't deal with you sisters. I only date white women. I deal with my my ice cream cone, my snow bunnies." Okay, that's fine. But in this situation, your snow bunny is sunning you, Ali. In this situation, y'all snow bunny that y'all say doesn't make you feel any way. She had a very conniving, cool, calm, collected way of making you suck her pearls. And I just want to say something's not adding up because based on you all's commentary, you should have been able to check her, and that's why they're the preferred woman because they don't talk back, they shut up, they're submissive. But y'all the one bowing down right now and bending that ass over. And I digress.
What's up? I don't want Jessica to lose her train of thought. What up, Jessica? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. No, I come back and it's the same old. It feels like where I left. with the whole Pearly running wild thing. Do you,
No,
my
it was calm for a while. This is new. This is new.
Yeah, I'm gathering. I think the problem is, right, is I think people support Pearly there's two reasons, right? It's one, to spite black women, or it's two, you may feel like she's making a valid point. You may feel like she's mirroring what you think in your head, but you have to realize, one, these conversations should be in-house. So you have to put like your lens of the gender war stuff to the side and say, okay, this is one point where we stick together, because what Pearly is doing is, one, she's making a mockery of people, because when you speak to white people or people of any other race, they don't separate black men and black women. They look at black people as a monolith. So what they think of black people is what they think of black people. They don't say, well, you know, the men are okay, or the women are this, or the women are okay, the men are this. What she's using is, she's taking this stuff to go back to her channel and basically mock black people as a whole. That's what it is. And she's telling you in the conversation, she thinks black men are criminals. When she thinks of black men, she thinks of, well, when she thinks of black people, she thinks of crackheads. When she thinks of black people, she thinks of the herpes rate. Like, she's literally mocking you to your face and taking it back to her channel for white people to laugh at the black community. And that's why specifically these black conversations should be kept in-house. She doesn't have a position to be talking on it. She shouldn't have a voice to talk on it. If she wants to talk about relationships and whatever as a whole, go ahead and do that. But she feels too comfortable. She's been emboldened. And I'm saying, if you're emboldening her and you're supporting her, just know you're supporting her making a mockery of yourself. Because if you think that she's doing something to black women, no, she's making a mockery of you too. Like, you keep that in mind.
That's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, yo, if this is your secret, remember they called you Weapon X, but I'm like, if this Pearly bitch is your secret weapon, and somebody actually tried to compare Pearly to you, Jessica, earlier today.
To me?
Yeah. It was James Kidd. He was like, what about Jessica X? I was like, well, look, okay, I get it. Y'all have not seen Jessica. Like, y'all have not seen Jessica on camera. But as far as we know, we see the picture of Jessica, the picture that she showed. Jessica has never claimed to be a pasty-faced, pearly-ass white bitch. Number one. Number two, I never heard Jessica step out of line like this Pearly chick.
No, do you know what though? And you're never gonna hear
like the herpes shit, the black women date criminals and all. I ain't never heard you say no shit like that.
You're never gonna hear me link black people to crackheads. You're never gonna hear. There are certain things that you're never gonna hear come out of my mouth, because at the end of the day, I'm part of the black community, and I'm not about to sit here and downplay us like that. So I can talk about, listen, and I have my views on relationships, but I'm never going to downplay us as a whole. And honestly, there's going to be part of, if you're a white person, you're never going to understand the life of a black person. You can't, not through sleeping with one, not through I've got a black friend, not through I live in this community. You're not going to understand it. So it's not your place to speak on it. It's not.
Well,
so like, that comparison is wild. The most you can say is we both talk about relationships. That's it.
Well, I got some pushback again for you, Jessica X, because aren't you mixed?
Whoa.
Yes. But Big J, when you look at me, what do you see?
That's not my argument. I know you look black.
So my experience,
according to the logic, I'm talking according to the logic of the niggas that supported you, right? I'm talking about the niggas that supported you. You was being used against American black women, based on the logic of them niggas who supported your channel.
I hear you. So one, you can't compare me to Pearly. If I sat there and I told you I'm fully black, you wouldn't have any qualms about it. You'd believe it. So my experience walking around in society is not that of a white woman. So I can
Granted,
still,
yeah, right.
so I can still put my place in. I know what it's like to be
Okay, let me
part
tell you
of.
something, Jessica X. I'm not one of those pro blacks. All right. I'm not one of those pro blacks who, no, I'm none of them old red, black, and green niggas. Okay, so calm down on that. The point is the logic. The same niggas that supported you was using you to get at American black women. That's the point I'm making. And also the second point: do you feel betrayed that you was that betrayed by the same men that put the dumped you to the side for Just Pearly Things?
So, okay, let me answer it bit by bit, right?
Go ahead.
Big J, if you listen to me and you actually listen to what I say, then you couldn't weaponize me against anyone. Now, if that's your intention, that's your intention, but I'd advise you against it, just like I advise people against trying to weaponize Pearly against black women, because it's not giving what you think it is. It's really not in that sense. It's not. And the second thing that you said, Big J, I was never in competition with Pearly. I left just as Pearly was coming in. Like, I tapered off my channel. I was done. When Pearly came in, I was done. I wasn't creating content like that.
I know that.
So I don't feel betrayed by anyone. I don't feel like what did you say? I don't feel betrayed, right? I don't feel betrayed by anyone. If someone wants to go and listen there, I'll tell them, go listen. We're all free individuals. I'll never stop anyone from listening to where they want to. But all I'm saying is just keep your head on a swivel and think right when you're listening. That's it.
Okay, but Jessica, that's okay. I agree with everything you said. I'm talking about the logic of the men who supported you. I wasn't talking about you specifically. I'm talking about your fan base, how they typically use your talking points in your channel when against American black women, and then they switched over after you left. They went to Pearl. Now,
but
do you see? Do you? I'm saying it like this. Do you feel partially? I wouldn't say responsible. That's a bad term. But for lack of a better word, do you feel something as do you feel like you're being used as a tool in that regard?
No.
I'll put
it like this.
I'm trying not. Go ahead.
No. I'll tell you
Go
this.
ahead.
I'm not responsible for what somebody else does. I can't be held responsible for that. If someone wants to, you can take any channel and anything anyone says and say someone can interpret it however they want. That's on them. That's not on me. I can't control that. I can't control anyone else's mind.
Okay, now I gotta get him some pushback. Big J, y'all mind? Are you okay, Jessica X, Brian? Are y'all okay if I chime in right now? We good? Are we?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, now Big J, some of y'all did me kind of dirty. Okay, now everybody was rocking with Beachy, support Beachy, like Beachy titties, this and that. The minute it came out, Beachy had a white husband. Okay. Still there now. Some of the same people I'm looking at, they tried to weaponize me. They not knowing the story, not knowing how I felt, not knowing how I freaking love black men. I'm in love, but I'm never gonna change that without getting any information from me. Threw me over in a category of divestors, which I have nothing to do with. Can I stand it? We don't. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Okay. Use me for some of their talking points. It's like what you're saying about her, although she was on a greater scale. Whatever it is about us women that y'all find to better further your men's agenda, y'all use it against us. You're gonna use Jessica X biracialness and hold up. First, because you started off trying to say, well, aren't you mixed? As if, wait, I thought you were gonna say because she was of two different cultures, she could not speak for the brown women, although I'm looking at their hair and baby, I know you got to use some good detangler, okay? You know, I'm looking at their hair, and I have listen. My daughter will come over. She's in most of every other video I have, and anybody come for her melanin or for her race, I'm on it. Like I tell you what, you come over here and see if Suave shampoo working her hair, and then you come back and tell me what we got going on. Okay, like before they even try to hit me on the mix. You know what I mean? So then because I was waiting, I thought that's where he was gonna go, but he didn't. He went to say they use that your European. That's how it is over there. But see, since Jessica has left, Big J, I noticed there have been more women who come on camera that are of color, even darker tone women with the same accent Jessica has, showing now. Actually, they sell more London-y, European-y, British-y, whatever you want to call it, than she does. I'm not gonna I don't use names, but you see what I'm saying? They come on camera, and if they were to turn their camera off, it would sound like another Jessica X, but they just happen to cam up. So then it's kind of like, well, hold up now, because they come on camera, and actually some of them been dogged out for their looks. Shout out to my girl, Lady Chan. She been dogged out. She been told, awful shit about. And I'm not gonna bring other people to the commentary, but what I'm trying to make a point is, I hope you're not trying to hold that against Jessica being, in a way that she doesn't have any control over her.
No.
Her as an accessory or a weapon or what. That's what y'all do. Y'all use us for y'all's agenda. Ultimately, you do that. And it just so happened in this situation, Pearly flipped a car. It's unfortunate with her, but she did. And I don't have to like her to say what she did is kind of, now it's a bad look for the very same men who did what you're saying. I'm not saying you did it, but would use a Jessica X against somebody like me, and then use my situation of marriage against somebody like that's what y'all do. Like a playing board. You take, these are three women up here with different all type of situation and dynamics, and each one of us you could find, and y'all would play that card and use it against us on each other.
I think you are. Go ahead.
Now, before you respond, Big J, look, this is what I said even earlier. If anybody's watching earlier, I know Brownie was in here earlier, so she might have heard it. Bro, I wouldn't even compare Jessica to this Pearly bitch, bro. Like, I just wouldn't do it.
No. What I said though, because I don't know, I was the main point I was saying is the logic of the fan base and how the fan base is using using this woman to attack the other woman. Go back and listen to what I said. I'm talking about the logic of the myth. Okay, you know what? Let me use some names now. Since though we don't want to, since though we want to be here with the shit, right? Let's use that bitch nigga, Mr. Fantastic. So he used you to go after American black women, and then when Pearl hit the scene, he was over there. So was Angry Man. So was BJ's that old nigga named BJ's Igho nigga. They do the same tactics.
Listen. No, Big J. I've never fucked with BGS. Did you ever see me and BGS together?
No. The point I'm trying to make is they're using your talking points against.
No. I'll say this, Big J. I can't compare how Pearly's all. I never watched Pearly. You have to realize. I told you when I was.
I know that. I know that.
I never watched. The only time that I actually tuned into Pearly was when that whole thing kicked off with her and my Africans and like that situation. That's the only time that I actually tuned into what. I never watched her before that, and I definitely haven't been watching her since I've been gone. So I can
Jessica, don't worry about it because
after that whole situation popped off and I saw how people responded to it, I can only speak on that and what I'm seeing now in this situation.
Jessica, I'm not attacking you. Understand? I'm talking about them niggas that follow you. That's who I'm really attacking though. So
you gotta call them out, Big J. I can't. They're grown men. They can speak for themselves.
I already said one name. I already said one nigga's name out.
I heard you.
Jay, bro, come on. Don't make her carry a cross that she didn't build. They built those crosses. They were doing those things.
Right. And they should be held responsible. Just like that bitch niggas in the chat room right now.
But
well, Big J, get off my back. Nigga, you one of them.
Well, but I'm saying you can't hold Jessica responsible for what those guys did. She came to deliver what she was delivering. Their actions are theirs alone. They're not on her. And she should be able, like right now, just be Jessica X. You can't just attach them and like, if you're going to hold them to the cross, nail them to the cross for their actions and their behavior of whatever they were trying to do and using her, nail them to the cross. You can't hold her to that. Okay, you just can't. I get your just misdirection. Saw at her. She can't take the blame for how they chose to run the play with her. They ran that play with her the way they did. I never really saw her co-signing it, which is probably whatever she gave, it didn't bother me. I never had an issue, didn't have an argument. And plus, I feel like I wasn't in a position of, y'all want to mute me up when I went, because you all do this, okay? Maybe not you, Big J, but those guys that you names called out, you need to ask them this question that you're asking her. That's all I'm gonna say.
They keep running from me. They blocking me. They trying to flag me off of YouTube from even getting close to them. So
Well, I'll bring it up. We want that. Somebody wanted to know. Okay.
I can't blame Jessica for the Pearly shit. Yeah, I really can't.
Hey, do you know what? And it's crazy because I bear the cross of every woman that comes in the space, but there were women before me, there were women after me, and there's going to continue to be more. It's on them. I can't. There's nothing I can do about that.
But the thing is, okay, so I'm gonna tell you like this: the way I saw it, okay, with you, because I pretty much I started spectating around the time when you started coming up, and even when I built my channel, like you were one of the day ones over here. So you know what I'm saying? I get it. You made your bones in this space, going from channel to channel, debating, bringing people up on your channel, debating, and all of that. This chick was a mainstream manosphere reject.
Yeah.
They still don't fuck with her over there. Like they still don't.
Which is why she came to the black space, right? Because she was a reject over there. And it's like, okay, even I'll say, like, with a lot of the black conservatives, and one thing that I'll say that I did have a problem with seeing in the space is some of the black conservatives, right? And what they do is they'd have the white people over on their panel just completely talking shit about black people, and it will be the scummiest, most disgusting, bottom of the barrel white people who feel like when they're brought over to those black channels, they're made to feel like kings. People will tell all the other black people on the panel, "Oh, hold up, keep quiet. The white man's here to speak. The white woman's here to speak." And I'm like, one, you're lifting up the bottom of the barrel of white society and making out that they're more than you, that they're more than black people. And the worst thing is that the white people that they're bringing on the panel still look down on them. They don't look at the black person whose panel they're on as being any different. They still look down on them, but they're put in this position where they actually feel elevated for once and they feel like something. And I think you see the parallels in that with how people have treated Pearly. My thing is, you have some people who have this weird want for a proximity to whiteness, and it's disturbing. It's disturbing, and it's embarrassing to watch. It really is. It used to give me so much like secondhand shame and embarrassment just watching those channels.
I understand what she's saying completely. It's unfortunate. This far down the road, we're talking about over half a decade later, 6, 7, 8 years later. Sometimes people got to learn a lesson. Okay, they did try and use Jessica X against, I guess, louder spoken black women. Although when I came over here, I'm not even really over here. I don't count. I just be walking through, skating through, and chopping the deuces and going about my business. But there weren't many women in the first place that were here, besides some of the big, the larger name channels and popular people like Bomb Cherry. That's all I can really think of. Like a lot of the people that even didn't have channels, they were just subscribers that would hit a link. There weren't that many females. All these little girls. I said what I said. These little girls that are tramping in. I'm sorry. Did I say tramping in? I'm sorry. Trampling. Same thing. Trampling. I mean, they probably have a common root of the word that are trampling in now. Are so accessibly available. They have to conduct themselves a certain way, though, as long as they're not all loud and alley and giving off Keisha vibes or whatever. Y'all accept them. But at the time when Jessica was here, there wasn't many female. There were hardly any. And the few that would try to come up, y'all would try to force it. I wasn't biting. I got my own. I got enough on my end. I got to carry. Okay, fighting with divestors. I can't be taking on an English woman that y'all accent had. They got people going crazy. But I just got to point out, we've got several brown women, chocolate from every color, with the exception of Cartoon Cat, who's locked up in the loony bin right now. All the rest of them.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Don't laugh, man. Shout out to Cat, man. Fuck that, man.
Free Cat.
I wasn't being funny. She's locked up in the loony bin.
The free Cat, man.
I'm not. Look. I'm not giving her a pass. I'm done with her. She can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't with her. She went too far. I'm not freeing no cat nothing. Okay. She need to stay where she's at. Okay. Oh my gosh. How did I'm throwing off now. Never. Big J, why did you have to?
Let me read the super chat real quick, and I'm gonna hear what Brownie got to say. Hey, shout out to L Nixon, man. Everybody popping out on me today, man. Appreciate that. He said, "Ant, what up? Hey, everybody. Jessica, hey, how are you? Pray all is well, sis, man. Shout out to
Nixon.
It's a homie, fan, big bro. What up? Hey, chime in for us, Brownie. What's up?
Okay, so in my opinion, as women, these games that men play where they try to pit women to get against each other is not nothing new. Like, we know this. Like, this happens in real life. Like, we know this. So even if the men try to have it that way, it's supposed to be our job as women to recognize what the fuck the game is and move accordingly. I never had an issue with Jessica because Jessica, in my opinion, was never talking super crazy or saying nothing loony. She making sense. Jessica be cooking.
Thank you, Brownie. But no, that's the thing. It's like me and you never had a problem. Me and Beachy never had a problem. It's like if you, like I said, if you've got your head on right, you won't fall into those traps or those games. I never had a problem with Beachy because I had no reason to. She had her thoughts, I had mine. And honestly, I like her vibe. Same with Brownie. I like her vibe. So there was never any issue, you know? So you got to take responsibility for that. And I'm not someone that's... Listen, one thing, I don't start it. Now, I'll give it back if you want to try it, but I don't start it. You know? I'm not... I would never, just jump on someone for no reason.
I will say this, though. I think Jessica was missed. Okay, y'all need, as far as consistency coming on, caring about the commentary, not just coming out. Y'all know I'm a freestyle, so I don't care. I'm all over, the plays. Brownie doing makeup, true manosphere commentary, and what you guys like to ping pong back and forth with. Jessica's willing to do it. Bomb Cherry is another person too, but Jessica's here right now, so we're talking about her. So, to be fair, she did come. She could hang with the guys. She rocked better than you guys. She got better numbers than you guys. We all know that. She was likable. She was favorable. They had a favorite. And if it looks like the way you men play, Y'all need your favorite. You need that. You need that one person who that you can use and that you can. I hate to use the word, but weaponize or use as your queen and your chessboard. Y'all need that. Y'all can't stand on your own. Apparently, not all of you. Some of you, but not all of you. And Jessica's departure did leave a vacancy because nobody was stepping up. I remember people saying like, "Who's going to be the queen of the manosphere and this and that." And I was like, "Who's taking that serious? Like, anybody's going to be doing? It's not that serious." She was just good at it. She was good. She took the time, the patience, the equipment. She cared, and she rocked it out. Nobody else really stepped up and was like, "Ta-da! I can do what she." Nobody else would do it. Probably can't. So her situation. Y'all made that. You niggas built that. Y'all built this thing into what it was because there's no way. I will say this. I do think if Jessica had she been around, is it fair to say there wouldn't have been a room for them to do this? Yeah, I am going to say that. Absolutely. They need
the way they kick D'Amica Marie to the side, kick the Charisma Career to the side for Pearl. I would say they would kick Jessica to the side.
You have to realize though, like Big J, Danica and Pearly aren't the same thing. So
I know that
she's not a rage baiter. She's not coming at things from that angle. Now, if Danica wanted to take that angle, I'm sure she could be as big as, or if not bigger than Pearly Things. But Danica moves with a certain amount of integrity. So you have to capture like the difference in personalities and the way people go at things as well.
Right.
Danica was never that person.
I know that. Yeah, you're looking at the style, right? I'm looking at
for example, man. I heard through the grapevine, Danica was invited to that show where Pearly was on debating with those women, and she didn't want to go.
Yeah, because I remember when Obsidian did the remember when like the thing happened like back before, this is a couple of years ago. He invited, she didn't want any parts of it. She's not here for the BS and the rage bait and the controversy. She's really just making her content, saying what she needs to say, and she gets off. She's not in the controversy like that. She's really not. So you can't, in my mind, I'd never compare Danica to Pearly. They're not the same.
I know that, but I'm talking about see, you're thinking I'm making these comparisons. I'm talking about how these niggas in the space are doing. They're trying to find
even then, like, but Big J, people aren't going to interpret them the same because they're not the same. So I don't think it's a slight on how. I don't think men have done Danica dirty per se. I think again they're just different personalities, so they're going to trigger different things.
Yeah, I can't compare.
Hey, Tyrone.
Hold on.
Hey, Tyrone, the only person who I want to fight is your homeboy, Tyrone.
Hey. Don't even worry about it.
Come on.
I want to say Danica's one of those, between her and like, I think she's fairly newly married, right? And she does give off a solo performance. She's more of a one-woman show, what we call a one-woman show in entertainment. She gives off more of a one-woman show. She got her whole thing going. She don't really, you niggas in the way. She doesn't. I get what Jessica's saying, okay, but she's a one-woman show. Danica, she's not trying to have all of y'all all in her space. She doesn't want it. She just doesn't want it, and I don't know. I think too, out of respect with her situation. I don't know, because Jessica, I don't remember you being married. I don't think you're married. You're so young too.
You can put on that, Jessica. Don't worry about it.
For the most part, that come on full time, they gotta start setting up some boundaries, like taking this YouTube series. Like, hold on, they're not going to be on here talking to my wife all type of crazy. They're gonna limit their wife action. Fraternizing with you guys to a certain degree. Newlyweds now, us the old heads who've been doing it for a long time, whatever, it's whatever. But newlyweds and new couples, they're gonna kind of the fraternizing all the time online with men and conversations. It's not It's not a good thing. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, she's never been about that though. You know, that's why I say it's a weird. It's a weird, like you guys try and compare people, and honestly, Big J, I think it is whether it's well intentioned or not. You can't try and it's like you're trying to pit Danica against Pearly, and it's like I said, they're not even in the same lane. Not in my opinion, they're not in the same lane.
I'm not doing it. I'm telling you, that's how it looks when these stupid niggas do it. Oh, like just like Tyrone's friend got on a CNN's channel. Pearl didn't do nothing wrong. Chris and Cure. I'm from Chicago, and D'Amica, I'm from Chicago. How come you ain't talking about what's going on in Chicago? That bitch ass nigga, right? So they the ones doing this comparison, and I'm judging those niggas who like to shame, blame, and explain the SBE Negroes in this space. They're trying to put Pearl up on his pedestal because the other women did not do what they in their eyes what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, but it's even so. You see, like when people do, I don't even take it seriously, Big J. You can't, because it's like I said, if you use just a little bit of logic, you see that they're not the same. Even Crimson Cure, she's not making the same kind of content as Pearly is. They're in different lanes. Some are trying to be controversial, some are trying to just get their point out there and turn off their mic, and that's it, you know?
Right. But that's not my argument. My argument is these niggas using these women to go after other women because they're too stupid to debate them themselves.
Yeah, then I put that on the women then, Big J. Yeah. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, don't put it on the women, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when they
I never put it on the women. Because I'm not putting it on the women. I know who I'm referring to. I'm talking about Tyrone's friend. I'm talking about Mr. Fantastic. I'm talking about Obsidian. Especially Tyrone's church's friend. He know who the fuck I'm talking about. Who got on that panel talking with his buttermilk biscuits with no lemonade on the side.
DJ, I'm gonna tell you, this is a grown woman, a fully functioning, understanding woman. When I tell you, they thought I was gonna be their cheerleader to go up against Cynthia G, because I kept saying somebody's lying, honey. I kept calling out the divestors, and I kept saying some of them were lying. They were definitely not in an interracial marriage. That's definitely not how things were going. When people started listening to me, and I started giving the actual feedback and commentary on somebody lying here, because I've been doing this for decades, and I can tell you right now that's not how it goes down. And begin showing my love for the black man, and I got tagged in posts. They wanted me so bad to be that black girl that was gonna come out and come up against. They tried. People tried, and had I been foolish, didn't have my own identity, could not be used and abused. No one's gonna run the narrative for me. I would not allow them to do that. When they saw I just wouldn't play with them the way they wanted me to play and be that the opposite. It was like, man, she just won't budge. So I'm telling you, the men are gonna try. Y'all always do that. Y'all been doing this since the beginning of time. You're gonna try to find a way to see how you can use us for your benefit. And it's up to that woman to decide what she's willing to play along, how much she's gonna play along with, and if she can really ride that way with y'all. And what I'm looking at just from this group, none of us, you got me messed up. Ultimately, are gonna just sell out and just do what you want us to do. Not on this panel. Now, there may be some, but I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it wouldn't be that way. Those same guys, maybe not those, but there's another group that's what it's supposed to do. Let's see if I can use her to help me. I keep talking about this topic. This is a great person. It's a black woman, fully black, and she's gonna come out and she's gonna take on no, the heck I'm not. I don't care anything about that. This is stupid. It's and then I'm doing the opposite. That's why I always do the opposite. Whatever you want me to do, just because I know you're trying to prompt me to do it, Big J, I'm gonna do the opposite.
Right. And these niggas.
or tried to use her for, they've tried at some point, and there's some things I'm just not gonna say or call people out on. They've tried it with other people. We just it didn't work.
And the thing is, and you're right though, because they can't. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna be an arrogant ass nigga right now. Let me be arrogant real quick. There's no black men in this space, with the exception of me and a few others, and Mr. Research, myself, Mr. Research. We the only two niggas that can successfully debate Cynthia G. The rest of y'all can't fucking debate at all. When she says, what has black men built, and you can't name 5 things that black men built, you have no business talking to her. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing and you're talking. That's why though they went to Jessica X, or they went to Pearl, went to any other woman to see if they can push this warrior queen archetype against the evil witch that's Cynthia G. And yes, I'm an arrogant ass nigga, because Cynthia never came back at my ass after I told her after I answered every goddamn question she asked. You niggas don't, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna be fucking arrogant now. God damn it. Y'all niggas are uneducated, and then y'all want to shame, blame, and explain. How can you not knowing nothing about economics, you know nothing about politics, but yet though you want to tell black women what to do? If you're going to shame somebody, you got to have the power to enforce the shaming. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing. Sit down and be quiet and cry in the dark every Thursday night on Beaches channel. Get out of here. I'm done.
Good point. So Anna, we got any more good stuff to see with Pearly Sunning, the touchable.
It's like another like 5 or 6 minutes left in this clip, and then I'll go back to when she was going at it with Jazz, and I guess I'm assuming she had a little debate.
But again, I cannot stand how emotionally incontinent they are. Doing evangelical preacher voice isn't persuasive. Yeah, I know. Here's another one. Blacks and ranks respect Irish and Italian mobsters in the Northeast and Anglo prison gangsters in the West and the South. It's not a matter of morals or history or anything but perceived power dynamics. But again, he's gonna lecture me, and it's like, and I just think this is like something that black people should learn. You could imagine if he came up and this is what he said. If he said, Pearl, I am so sorry for how, by the way, his co-host was extremely disrespectful towards me. And he had a mute button. And if he said,
hey guys, can somebody
Pearl, I'm so sorry for the way that.
Hold on. I need y'all to help me. She said this is something that black people should learn. I'm missing that message. Anybody chime in real quick, because I'm lost. I don't know what we're supposed to be learning.
She's about to get there. That's another way where she steps out of line. This is why, just like you were saying, Brownie was saying, just like Jessica was saying earlier, and I've been saying all motherfucking day, and I done kept it consistent for years about this Pearly bitch, and a few other folks in the space, but people kind of get a handle on things. I done went over to some of the other coon sectors and check people try to before they get out of line. They don't really like me because I drop the numbers, because of that. That's the way they feel. Whenever they think they can come into either a space full of black folks or a channel that's held by black folks and say, look, this is what you guys need to learn. I call it the white Jesus savior complex. They really do believe that they are the person that you got a picture of on the wall that you worship or some shit. I don't know. It's just extremely disrespectful. It's out of fucking line, and you got to check these motherfuckers, man.
Because the translation is "Black people are ignorant. Come and learn from me." It's like,
yeah. I can teach you a lot. And it's like, no, you can teach me very little.
But
Like
wait,
it's about how to grow a YouTube channel to 1 million subs. Yeah, you might be able to help me out with that.
no, and Jessica might didn't hear. Jessica, did you hear why she said she's qualified to speak on Black people and giving us advice? She said she lived in a Black community for 2 years. She said she lived around Black people for 2 years. So that gives her the qualifications to speak on our community. That's what she said.
2 years, Beachy. She is the gospel. We need to sit back, listen, and learn.
Yeah, she lived by some Black folks. That is equivalent. You gotta, look, just I got a gay friend. When you're trying to prove you're not homophobic. I got a Black the white guy saying I got a Black wife when he trying to. This is something. I'm gonna shut up, but I will say this. This is what these white people do. They always go for. Well, I got Black friends. I lived around Black people for a whole 2 years. Like, I don't even know who even qualifies living somewhere in 2 years and counts it as a residency. Like, usually on applications and stuff, resumes, job formats, they ask, have you been at this place like 5 to 10 years or longer? Like, I thought the 2-year residency doesn't even like qualify. You're just passing through. Okay, so she stayed around some Black people for 2 years, and so she's qualified. You guys just want to make sure y'all understand that. Okay, that's what Pearly said. I didn't say that. Pearly said it, not BG. Pearly said it. So she got her qualifications and her degree, and she good to go. Yep.
And she has Black employees, and Black people have worked for her for a long time. But it's just a nerve. Just like Jessica said, she believes that Black folks are just inherently not as smart as her, and she can teach them a whole lot. So she thinks not only is she doing you a favor by coming to your platform, because of course it'll get you views, it'll help to give you content, but she can actually give you knowledge that you wouldn't otherwise get without her white ass giving it to you.
But this is the monster.
Go ahead.
This is what they created and stroked her ego and built her up to this point where she can, where she gonna be this. And by all these men's logic, when you do all of that to a woman, she gonna turn around and act like this.
Hold on. Well, Bronny, you're forgetting something, and I'm gonna say it, you guys. I'm gonna say it. I do that. We cannot leave out the privilege or the supremacy card. I'm the first one to tell you, which is why I don't operate. I'm just contractual in what we call on contract with somebody. Okay, that supremacy card, that because it's coming from them, it's better. It is there and it's in them. That is why I don't co-sign. I'm not gonna speak against it. I can just, I don't. It's there. They're gonna say these things. They're gonna think. They know better. They're going to try to reteach what you already know as if it coming from them, as if it got some heavy weight. That's what this, I'll be polite and not say cracker, but that's what they do. And I'm not surprised at all. I hear what she's saying are the typical conversations that I will have to tap Allison or Becky on her shoulder and say, we need to have a conversation. You said some things and I want to help you understand why it's offensive. And if you, whether you care or not, just don't sit around me, or whatever. But they don't see anything wrong with it. They think that way. She really believes that I am whatever it is she knows, okay, or thinks she knows. Even in just 2 years of having a Black neighbor on the left and a one on the right, it qualified her to speak for the Black. That's just what they think that way, okay? They really believe it. I just want y'all to know that they really believe it.
But people know who to run this BS on. Like,
I mean, to be honest, all right. So this is just my opinion right here. Y'all can touch on it. What up, Uda? Salute, Uda. Look, I don't think Ali and Fatty really knew what they was getting into by inviting this bitch on the show. I think they just thought they had a personality on there that was going to help to bring, some views, add to the content. And I don't think they realized what monster that they helped to, kind of add fuel to their fire. I don't think so.
Well, what did they think? Well, I mean, you know, because it went so smooth. Remember during Pride Month when the touchables who are quite touchable added the transgender community and the rainbow community on their panel. Okay,
Yeah.
it was so nice and so delicate to them. Do y'all not like run that back, touchables? You all were so nice and so delicate to the queens and the men in the bra, okay, and the white. I can't call you a chick with a dick because you're not a chick, but the white Transylvania community, Caucasian Transylvania community, you all were so polite and so nice and wouldn't even let anybody else up and didn't want no one disrespect them in the chat, and you uplifted them and set them on this glorified pedestal just because it was Pride Month. And I sat there and watched them with this smirk on their face, and they were no different than what Pearly's doing, and I could see it. I could see them like, you all are being made a fool. They are somewhere laughing about, can you believe these freaking black guys let us up on their panel and like praised us to the heavens, like made us like we're some, you know, I'm like, they got a whole community, they're laughing at you. They don't need y'all. There's nothing y'all can do to help them. How did y'all even go out and search and find a panel full of goddamn gone Transylvanians? Okay. Wow. Are you happy with yourselves? So that went well when I watched how the dynamics there, as much as I could stomach. I can only stomach so much of men being pussy. I can't stomach more than a little bit before I get. So what I could stomach, and looking at this now, is they think they can finesse. No, those men in wigs let you fake finesse them. Probably just another version of them, because we're still not gonna, until it's debunked fully, and I don't think it will. She like her a little bit of, you know, a little bit of I can't find a delicate way to say it.
Little muff pie.
Right. She like a little Versace. Let's say that. We're gonna keep using my Versace. She likes her little Versace
like that alpaca.
Right. She likes that from time to time, and they're playing in your face. And I hope you guys realize it will continue on. And how did you make yourselves to be the laughing stock? Because that's all I gotta say. It went smooth with the Transylvania community, so they thought, until they didn't know that everybody, including them, were all laughing somewhere about what the heck why are we over here? But anyway, duly noted, we have not forgotten, okay? And I'm gonna keep reminding you too every time I see y'all. Okay.
I'm just saying, we kind of know how this goes because we've been around for a while. So, you know, we get it. I'm with what Jessica came up here. It's just certain people that's what they're coming up there for. It's to either, like, I don't know if she came to just kind of take some content, prove her superiority, whatever, sun the panel, all of that, because the topic wasn't even supposed to be a black versus white topic. At least I don't think it was. I don't know if they were supposed to be talking about black fatigue or some shit. But I heard the chick Jazz, she said this was supposed to be about relationships and some other shit, and you made it about some black versus white thing. And Pearly admitted it. She's like, yeah, I did. Like, what would make somebody feel comfortable coming up in your space saying something like that?
Because she's allowed to. It's as simple as that. Because she's allowed to. And she knows she can talk shit and people are going to giggle and laugh and just co-sign it.
Well, these are the same platforms that allow her male counterpart to come up there and play in their face too. So I don't know. Like if you allow and you exhibit, like, you know, that is acceptable there. Like I said, like they gonna come to you and they gonna talk to you crazy. Like I've worked around white men and white women that would be so mean and so nasty to certain people, but they do not to play with me, and I ain't had to cuss them out. I had to do none of that. I ain't had to be being with them. We ain't had to go there because it was a mutual level of respect. Bitch, don't play with me.
Just like you said, they know who they can get away with that shit with. But New made a good point. Hey, she was invited, and that's why she's saying now, like, oh, she felt like she was disrespected.
Right. She said she was invited, and then she says then they say she got paid. Did somebody say they paid her? They cashed up her?
I don't know.
I don't know. I I just said, you know, I assume, I know there. I cannot confirm that. I just said that out of an assumption. So let's not go and say that I know anything about what's going on in her pockets, because sometimes, you know, people want to pay their gas, certain gas at, you know, honorariums, or what do y'all call it on here, a donation, whatever it is, to come over, even if it's, I mean, like, as if they could even really give her a number amount that would make her move. But, she the type, I don't know. I don't know anything if they really pay her, but I do know there's certain people that do get paid. They're not coming for free. Okay. They get sent some money to participate in the debauchery. Okay.
I mean, I think she felt disrespected because, according to her, she was invited and she wasn't just allowed to just run amok and just take shit over.
Let me tell you, they study and watch. They already know your weak points. In this situation, that not only should that not have happened, but it in your own house where you have the control, there's no excuse to get sunned. Like Bronny said, there's just no excuse. There's no, I got caught off guard. I mean, were y'all starstruck? Were you? I mean, I know you guys act like groupies a lot, and I am, but a lot of you men be acting like groupies. Y'all see some numbers and some people, and you got to be up on a super panels when it's like, my gosh, y'all ain't tired of sitting with the same people every day of this week with the same conversations. My gosh, I would be like, can we switch this up? I'm tired of seeing you every week, you know, like y'all act like but whatever. How did they lose themselves? Because she really wasn't doing anything, so I didn't see it coming. She was too calm about it. She made it look like this is light work. Watch me handle them. She just chapped in the wind. It wasn't even a fight. Like, how weak can you be? Like, come on, guys. I'm hoping the last couple minutes you got in are going to show where they can redeem themselves some type of way. They can't be going out like this. This is not a good look. Like, for real, I'm being serious. As long as it's hard, they've worked on their channel, although it's shitty and it's awful the way they talk to some of those women on there. And I'm sorry, I just can't co-sign when it's just hammer down. Ali do got a strong hand. Ali, you and your strong arm that usually work on your platform, you're not able to use it here. What happened? How did your strong arm? It wasn't stronging. Okay, your strong arm isn't stronging right now, and it seems like you're not able to strong arm little pearly balls over there to, you know, cooperate the way he normally would be able to do that. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Because they will be strong arming.
Just big pearly balls.
They traded you. This won't happen again. We'll make some adjustments moving forward. Can we patch it up and just move on? They'll never do it. It's the pride. White people were very forgiving. Anyways,
Asian man, woman's table, they're not going to let no other race of man or woman come on that table and just blatantly go there disrespectfully. I didn't even say if you're wrong or not. It's the fact that, especially when you're laughing, it's one thing if I say, hey, Pearl.
Now, again, Black people perceive smiling and laughing as disrespect. I quit. I can't smile now. I can't smile. I mean, go fuck off. Like, that's just how I feel about it. And here's the challenge on these shows. I'm a woman. My voice does not carry. I am not the kind of person that can talk like this and say, shut the fuck. Like, it's not who I am. God, but every day I think maybe I need to develop like a deep voice.
Oh my.
If I want to speak about injustice, I go, hey, Pearl, there's a lot of injustice that's happened in law enforcement.
Now, remember, by the way, he told me before the show started this was going to be black fatigue.
I know I could say something like white men. White men are trafficking kids. Laughing. And why you date white men? If I'm saying it in bad faith, it can come off as if I'm blatantly just trying to disrespect white men. But if I'm having a conversation,
assuming I'm bad faith, that's implying. So again, this is what he's doing. He's saying you're not talking right. You are bad faith. I'm so fatigued. Yeah, black people, you guys just keep fatiguing me even more. Like, it's like I'm fatigued out. We look at the way white people get back is we don't do anything. We just walk away.
with you going back and forth. And I'm saying, hey, Pearl, I understand white men can be a certain way, but you know, in this country, millions of women and children are trafficked. It's the intent of going straight there. When we had that black fatigue conversation about
right, yeah. but the challenge is you're telling me we're talking about black fatigue. So I'm coming in thinking that this is the topic. And
Did I tell you?
And now watch him lie and gaslight. I'm like, oh my God. And it actually pissed me off more when I read the messages. I'm this close to releasing them. Our messages, yes, you did.
Did I tell you we're not talking about that today? We're on the next one. Did I not tell you that?
No.
On Instagram.
No, not tell. So this is what he did. This is how he's lying right there like a woman lies. Bruh. As I started talking about it and the women got mad, then he sent me a message saying not to anymore. Like, do you see how deceptive that is? Do you see? Then he continues to lie and gaslight more. All he had to do was apologize.
The fucking nerve. The nerve.
Do you know what the crazy thing is, though? In that situation, he has to take accountability too, because why are you bringing her on to talk about black fatigue? Even if he said, oh, well, that's meant to be the next show, what place does she have being up there talking about black fatigue? Listen, it's either you have it one of two ways. Either you don't bring her up to talk about a black topic or a topic that you know you're going to give her like fuel to throw on the fire, or you say, listen, we're going to have the topic, let her say what she wants to say, but you let everyone else go at her equally. So my thing is, you either have her up and you treat everyone equal. She can say what she says, but you allow someone to go back at her, or personally don't have her up on the topic at all, because what place you're giving her opportunity to speak on the black community, and then you're going to turn around and say, why is she speaking on the black community? He realized that she had him in a trick bag, right? Because she's going to justify whatever she says. She knows she can get away with it by saying, but you invited me here to talk about it. She got him in a trick bag, and he realizes it, and now he's trying to put his he's trying to put his foot down, but he really has no place to, because he invited it. He literally opened the panel up to have what happened happen. Mm-hmm. He's the one that started it.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so you saying she's saying that she thought she was coming up to talk about black fatigue, right. And just a moment ago we heard Jazz say, look, we thought the topic was supposed to be about relationships and some other shit.
It wouldn't surprise me, come on, Anne, it wouldn't surprise me if they're setting people up.
Yeah, the black women on the panel thought it was one topic, and Pearly saying she thought it was another.
And this is going back, Jackson. I'm so glad you said that very eloquently. Sometimes I just feel like I'm too old now to be trying to try with these people so much. So I just keep it bugetto, But you said that very eloquently. I gave a version earlier of, she just did a version of, I think I used a K-Camp rap lyric to sum it up, but you did that so eloquently. That was very well, and it's missed. I like all the different personality types that women give. You guys, on Pride Day, the Untouchables with their fake asses and questionable sexual orientations topic. They told Transylvania, the trannies and the men's and the bras and the wigs that weren't men and all the rainbow community that set up on that panel deep. Y'all told them the topic that they were coming up to discuss was Kanye West's new release song and how it affected the black community. That was the topic. Once they got there, it swapped, and I can't remember which way, or either was vice versa, but I remember watching one of Transylvania, the one in the bra and the really tight shirt with no cleavage whatsoever, doing its best to be a girl. They were confused, wait, what's the topic? I thought it was Pride week, Pride Month, Pride week, and they came up there fully rainbow coded, suited, and booted. So the topic, they had a topic slip up there. So it was either one of the, it was like, I thought we were discussing this, but then it turned into Kanye's album, and there was confusion on the topics. This isn't the first or second or third time you all have been guilty of telling people one thing, what they're going to be talking about, and then it's been something else. You do sow sorts of discord. You hear me? Ali, you sowed that seed of discoordination on purpose. Because you probably knew those sisters were not going to be comfortable. Like, hold on, I'm fine with talking about black fatigue. Black fatigue refers to black people. White people speaking on black fatigue, it doesn't work. New had a comment in the chat. I don't know if he came up or not, but he kind of spoke where it kind of do they not know that black fatigue was for black people and white folks took it and ran somewhere else with it. Not too many, including myself. I'm sure I wouldn't. I doubt Brownie, and I don't think Just Pearly either would have been like, wait, who's out there? When you get backstage and see who's coming, oh, hold up, this is not. I'm not doing this. It's not going to work. It's a bad idea. Don't even put me in this. I don't want to be seen representing my people and who I rock with these people and trying to talk about black. This isn't for me. You got to go find you another sister, shawty. Like the way they manipulated that is why he deserved what he got. The way they manipulated that is why y'all deserve what you got. Sometimes the player gets played. Okay,
but see, y'all was talking
about everybody.
But see, y'all was talking about why would she go up there and why would she say that? And I didn't watch this. I don't watch that channel. I don't watch none of this. Like I said, like she felt comfortable, and clearly that's why she felt comfortable because he invited her up there to talk about race. So she came up there spewing all her little talking points that was that they knew she was gonna speak, and it was all set up. Like she wasn't like you gonna read the room. She wouldn't just come anywhere and just start talking crazy. So no. She was invited. They invited her into the race conversation to talk about black fatigue. So it just goes back into that, this is what these people allow on their shows and on their panels.
What up, Dark Lake? Oh, let me read this super chat. Dark Lake says it was always supposed to be about fixing black relationships, but a lot of this YT stuff is turned into something else. At least Ali and Fatty did stop her from race baiting live on the show, though. Shout out to Dark Lake. Hold on, I'm gonna go right back to this part right here, where it looked like, hey, Jazz thought it was something else. So I think this is something I'm just realizing this. It looks like Pearly thought she was coming up to talk about quote unquote black fatigue. So just like New said, they taking it as some other shit like, hey man, black people are pissing us off with this black fatigue. So I'm a white person that gets to talk about it. And Jazz thought they were talking about the same shit they talk about every day, which is just black relationships and black women.
Friends, we don't need that leaves. Jazz can handle it. Let her handle it.
Go ahead.
So like I said, we were talking about
next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let Jess finish, please. Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Jess,
so like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, you're speaking on the nature of women and how we are all naturally attracted to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to say,
in particular, yeah.
Excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations and
60%. Now, again, it's going to completely derail the conversation because she's going to keep saying, why do you keep talking about black people? It's just like, it's again, this is tone policing. Black men have been arrested by the
Can you stop cutting her off?
One second. Hey, friend, one second. I got you.
He's cutting me off, Ali.
I got you, Jess. You don't have to ask. I got you.
Sorry.
You all right?
Bro, my bad.
Just make some notes, bro. Let her finish. Go ahead, Jess.
That's my fault.
It's fine. Go ahead, Jess. Uninterrupted.
it's just weird that you would even have to bring up a race of people to even have the conversation, which lets me know that you don't really have information on the conversation. You're just spewing points to try to get a rise out of people because that's all you know. As it pertains to why women choose the women they want or the kind of men that they date, there are so many different reasons for that. You can't equate a person that has a felony to them being a violent criminal. That's not always the case, because I agree there are some people that marry men and women that have felonies in their background. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are violent. And then to say that Black women are the most prone to violent criminals.
Steal their viewers, guys. Get in their chat. Say, get Pearl back.
Within our community, you don't know shit about our community, Pearl. And if we're going to talk about...
And she says, I don't know shit about the community. Well, maybe I don't know as much as you, but again, I lived in a pretty Black area for like 2 years.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go off camera. This isn't funny, you guys. It's the way that statement right there. She really believes that, and she's the first one. Look, Pearly girl, you're not the first or the last, okay, of your people to think this way. Y'all will forever think that way. Do you not don't have a biracial mix? Whatever y'all got so many names other than what just calling. I mean, I'm not going to go into that topic, but don't have a mixed kid in the family. What are you talking about? My nephew's mixed. Okay, then y'all become the professional person that want to talk about genealogy and how they make all y'all got to have is a little bit, and you think a little taste qualifies you in a supreme way to just run it amok because you just had a taste. Now you are the professional at it. That's the part of the supremacy that you all don't get. Okay, there are things that I've been doing for a long time. Man, I got it. I can run it. I can run it up and down, back and forth, flip it down, twist it, whatever. I've been doing it for long. Then there are some things I'm like, that ain't my area, y'all. Brownie, I don't got that. You got the skincare. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I got an eyeliner and some blush. I don't know. And I'm okay. Even if it was you, I mean, you don't want anything, I would say, that's not my cup of tea. But you all, it could be the smallest amount. That's what y'all do. It happens all the time. It happens. We have to do that. We have to deal with sitting down. My kids would sit there, tell their father, Dad, no. Don't say that no more. That's embarrassing. You not. You don't go to. We don't go to the same barber. Don't tell me nothing about my lineup. My son, like it's kind of one of those things, you know. It's like you won't just be okay being you. You got to be the supreme version of whatever's going on. So you're the expert because you lived in a community that was pretty Black. You know, as you said, Black community for 2 years. Girl, you got your PhD in Blackology. You go ahead, girl. All right. I digress.
What she said was pretty much the equivalent to, I lived near a college campus for 4 years, so I got a degree. What? You don't live the experience just because you in the area. That's not you. Like,
wait, doesn't Jessica live in like she's like London? Okay, I'm gonna go when I go to Germany. I'm not gonna come back with an accent. Is that okay, Jessica? Are you okay with that? I'm going to come back and drink tea and all of a sudden be, you know, British, or I can't. I'm just trying to make a point. Like when you be like, girl, you don't sit down, BG, and talk like you went on vacation for 2 weeks to London, to Paris, and now you're coming back drinking all types of teas and talking about tea time, and you're all of us got an accent all of a sudden. Like it's just giving. Come on now, you know, you was just passing through. But I know I lived there for 2. That's such a small amount of time to make you verified on the situation. There's people who haven't even been married for 2 years. They don't feel comfortable talking about marriage. They're like, I don't know, we fumbling our way around. I've been married, you know. It's even like, how dare you? That was very supremacy of you, and that's where that comes in. Okay, and I honestly, I'm not even blaming it for you. It's something in your genetic makeup that prones you all to do that. I do it all the time. It just doesn't, offend me as much anymore because I don't think you can even help it. Okay, you could have lived there for 2 days. You can drive by the hood and all of a sudden you're gonna have a whole story as if it affected you. That's what y'all do.
All right. So I did.
Yeah, man. Hey, she's posted a lot of videos about these niggas, man. She's probably posted about a good 8 or 9 videos about them since she was on there on Sunday.
No, of course she's gonna milk it,
Let me tell you guys, like, here's the thing. I hate the fact that Ilkan Ali works with Fatty. He's in Portugal. What the hell does he have to say about Black America, period? Like, how did he get here? How? Who let him in? I don't get it. Like, Fatty is this isn't Pearl's opinion. This isn't CJ's. This is mine. Fatty can't speak on Black America at all. Pearl has more of an ability to speak on Black America than Fatty because she's American. Who goes on his panels? Why? And then Pearl has 2 million subs. She's the biggest person on there. They're interrupting her, not letting her speak. And then Jazz is an absolute demon. She's a demon. She's what's wrong with Black America. I've dealt with women like Jazz my entire life. Jazz is the penultimate example of what's wrong with American Black women. I say it on.
Ladies, I ain't even mad at you. I know what the fuck y'all do to niggas like this. And you should. Like you should. Why the fuck not? Supposed to step all over motherfuckers. Crying like a little bitch. Like I dealt with black women like Jazz my whole life. They all hurt my feelings and then go fuck some other guy. Fuck them. Yeah, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. You just be in the way. They just hit you up when they need a bill paid. So. Yo. Oh man,
my channel. I'll say it here. This is not Pearl's views. American Black women are the scum of the earth. No men have worse women to pick from than American Black women, than American Black men. 80% of Black women, maybe 20% are decent, but 80% of Black women, you could Thanos snap them out of here, like the freaking Infinity War. And no one would notice, and the ones who did notice wouldn't care. Now you may be saying, "Oh, Doug MPA."
He's going off. He's going on his rant. All right,
you may say, "Oh, Doug MPA. What about your mom? If your mom's Black, you know what? F her too. How about that?"
Oh my God, my guy is tripping.
And some therapy.
Child.
The internet cannot help you. You need therapy, homeboy.
Y'all can throw old buddy out the window. I got a question, Anthony. My guy.
I'm a black man. I'm a white man with an afro today. What's up?
Why didn't you tell us the title of her video? Because I wanted to scroll and see what type of numbers she was getting off of this to try to see like her angle and how that was working for her. And was it something she commonly talked about? And of course it's not until that panel. Now she wants to get on it. I noticed her last video. You did not say the title of her video is, hang on.
She's got one that says
The title is, why do Black people think they are entitled to arguing with white people? Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. Did y'all hear me? I'm gonna say it again. Okay, this is her title on her of the show that we're reviewing. Why do Black people think they are entitled to arguing with white people? And yes, Ali is tagged.
But you know what, Beachy, like I'm not even at this point, I'm not even mad at her. I'm not. I'm mad at the people that like enable it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my problem comes in, because
I agree.
she's just doing what she needs to do to make money and further her cause. It's the people that put themselves in a position to look stupid and give her the authority to do it. That's who I see as a problem more so.
What they did is something. One of the words that it's been watered down, but exactly in sports, y'all know it, and it's been used. Y'all know it's in the sectors now how it is, what we call running a play. They did try to run a play. They do it a lot of times. They bring on this set. They try to see who's going to go on. They look at demographics. They really think they are some type of puppet masters. They really think they can that way they can control the way the show's going to go, even if it's going to be what people we call sometimes a shit show, or they call a shit show. Whoever, they will control it. They can have like a bunch of mild mannered, soft-spoken women like your voice on there, and then I have one alley cat that's just like so super past. She doesn't even feel like, why did you ask her to come on? This isn't her forte. This is gonna come out and make her look really bad. She could be a nice person, but sometimes some people, if you're alley, you're alley. If you're a little ghetto, you're ghetto. But don't put them on a panel when you have all these other people that are this way. They're gonna stick out, they're gonna see it, they're gonna feel away, and they're also gonna play into that character even more. So they've been known to try to be puppet masters and manipulate and run these type of plays. And I think this time it backfired. Not just this time, but there are other times it just hasn't come around and been shown like this. It's hitting y'all in the face because you've done these plays many times. You have manipulated, and you know your title called "Ladies First" that you're doing something. It's a manipulation. It is not ladies first. You manipulate that. You manipulate women to think they're actually coming on. As I saw as a guest one time, that there is actually that type of energy and going to be accepted as ladies first. You run these plays. You gave her what you wanted to give her so she could say the triggering word, which was black, so that you knew what you were doing, except you didn't expect for her to completely like throw that boomerang back at you, and kind of maybe she saw through it. Maybe when she caught on to what you were doing, she was just better at what you were doing. Okay, maybe she's a better player. You all just can't play ball like her. She might play basketball better than y'all. I mean, I'm sure she's taller. We know that, but sometimes you're just not the better player, guys. And it looks like she beat you at your own games, like her or love her or not. In this situation, even with some things that are that's a little tacky, that you kind of gave her the platform to do it, because you started it by bringing her on and giving her a platform to speak on Black fatigue, and didn't bother to ask the women of color, anybody else, are they going to be okay? Are they comfortable with this? And is it going to work? You didn't care because you were hoping what you were hoping for. It didn't go. You were hoping probably for the sisters to look crazy and find another way to embarrass some that you like. I know what you were trying to do. I just put it that way. It didn't work. Epic fail. And I agree with Jessica X on this one. Can't fault her. And when I said I was checking the numbers, I just kind of wanted to see, because sometimes some things are profitable. I mean, this is, or it's just, it is what it is. And you can't blame her, because y'all do it all the time. She's just doing what y'all are doing, and she's showing that she can do it better. That she's more supreme in doing it. That's kind of a slap in your face. Wow, I wouldn't want to be y'all's show right now. It's really bad luck.
This is bad. These niggas, man. These niggas.
All right, so let me say
you know
this.
what? Ask her too.
We invited CJ on the show.
Okay, so.
Oh, sorry, I'm done.
All right, so I'm gonna start off by saying Batty and Ilkan are my boys, feel me? So I love them boys over there. Those are my guys. And I don't know who the fuck the misfits are, so don't even act like I do not. But okay, so I agree with most of what you were saying, Pearly. I think that women are convincing us what to be offended by. So I have a new little premise that we are around each other so much I think we are becoming more like them, and they might be becoming more like us. You know, so they're teaching us what to be, who to be. They're getting us to bow down to them like we're the women in these relationships, and they're the men.
Wow, that's a really good point. That's really true.
What did
If
you
you're around
say?
somebody, if you're around somebody, sorry, go ahead.
What'd you say about they want to start a war between black men and white men so they can date the white men?
Oh yeah.
Can you expand on that?
Was that what you were saying, or did you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let me tell you my favorite life. All right, so I got that from my boy Tommy. I don't know if y'all know who Tommy Sotomayor is.
Oh yeah, OG, let's go.
That's one of his points. So I believe that he's right. I think black women are trying to start a war because they really want white men. That's why they put all that weave in their hair, and they want to be with white men. They're envious of white women. That's why they talk so much crazy stuff about white women. And what else? Yeah, they're trying to start a war so they can get with white men. But white men don't want them. Like you said, they don't want them. They obese. They got a lot of bad stats. That's not on their side. That's why women, especially black women, hate stats. Women really hate stats in general. They don't like logic. They don't like stats because you can't manipulate when you're using stats and logic. So women don't like those things.
This guy seems like
now. That's the name of my channel. Feel me? So go follow
a tiny bit slow.
Yeah, guys, go subscribe to his channel. How many subscribers do you have?
Oh, we don't got that many.
No, I'm saying we could see how many we could get in a stream.
Okay, we got 239 right now.
239. Guys, can we get him to 300 this stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Yeah, let's put it in the chat. Well, if you want to host a panel show,
the things motherfuckers do for subs and views, there's no way in hell I'm gonna go over to this fucking Undertaker looking ass bitch's fucking channel and say some shit like that just to get people to sub to me.
The thing is, one, he seems like a little bit slow, like a little bit tapped. He's not really making sense. So he says, well, you know, black women want to set the tone on what a man should be, and black women are trying to, but you allow Pearly to come and tell you what a black person should be. You allow Pearly to come and tell you, because Pearly will tell you what a man should be. She'll tell you what she thinks a woman should be, and she's telling you what she thinks you as a black person should be and what you can do better. But then you have a problem with black women doing it. Part of my brain is, one thing I've always said, Anne, is whatever standards you have, they should be consistent across the board. You can't say, well, black women have to be up here, but if I'm with a white woman, she can be down here, and that's fine. It has, because then what's the point of your standard? Your standard makes no sense. It's not consistent, and it just shows that you have an internal problem with black women specifically, when I've always said, I think most women are more alike than they are different. If you've actually gone and dated different races of women, you'll see that they're 95% the same. There might be small nuances, but women are women. Like, no matter who you date, women are women. But it's crazy to me how he doesn't even understand that the thing he complained about from black women is exactly what Pearly is. You complain, even like with the whole fit, feminine, friendly thing. She's not feminine. That's why she looks so uncomfortable and weird and out of place, like when she's in a dress, and it's just not her. She's not a feminine woman. And listen, that's okay. Some women aren't. Some women just aren't inherently feminine. But that's definitely not her. She's not friendly, because 90% of her interactions are just her arguing with people. So you're not very feminine, even when you're around men. Friendly. Even when she's around men, I don't see her being friendly. She's almost like she's like one of the men, you know. She's not very womanly. And fit, even then, she's not in great shape. That's even questionable. It's like you're not hitting any of those markers. You're not. Like, look at that. It looks so weird. It's like Caitlin Clark in a pink dress. It just doesn't feel right.
I'm sure Caitlin Clark is in better shape than her.
I was getting Caitlyn Jenner, the one. What's No, I you know, what's Caitlyn? His new name now? Is it Caitlyn?
Yeah. The dad.
Just giving that, look, probably we're not trying to be mean, because I know I said some things. Look, I think I called you a butterface, but you know what you look like. I mean, but usually a butterface has a really, you're supposed, everything looks good, butterface. I take that back.
Even that be
I retract.
true.
But I can't, I got, let me get my head together, because I shouldn't have gotten the I didn't respond to anybody, but I just wanted to kind of see, when we're in these positions, the power that you have and how people react and what you can do with your platforms. And I forget sometimes, because I don't take this serious. This is a joke to me. Okay, I live a life that almost every time contradicts what I hear somebody say on the panel. I'm like, that doesn't go that way. Do y'all have anybody up here qualified to speak on this? Did you really check if they are doing these? So I don't take it serious. But out of those hundreds of comments, all I can say is they opened the door. You guys opened up a door. You opened up a Pandora's box, and you are not equipped and ready for what you did. I don't know what they thought they were going to be able to, if they were going to win her over, if this was a clout chase. Everything's always usually a clout chase for the most part, for those channels that are trying to, make a living.
Honestly, I think that's all they care about. They just care about the views, trying to make a bit of money off the stream. They don't care about the bigger picture. Honestly, they don't.
That's tacky. Okay.
I don't think they really thought that far. And I don't think it's really that big of a deal. They're going to milk it as far as they can. It's just now you see Pearly Things has black something in, like, she's had it in like every title of every fucking video for the last week.
Yeah. That's what I meant when I was saying that they opened up the box for her. Before, those weren't her titles. I just wanted to see for myself. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. People should do their little research and scroll a little bit to kind of see how people, what are they on? What type of time are they on? What do they like to talk about? These have not been her interests. They haven't. Y'all opened it up. For all we know, it might be the next 6 months. Okay. Y'all gave her enough to work with to, I'm comparing comment sections. That's what I do. They opened the door. Okay, period, point blank, and it's getting the numbers. So, and it's getting comments. Not so much favorable for us, but we know who we are. Okay, we know who we are. It just isn't a good look, and this is why I cannot support, and I have removed my support and endorsement, co-signing, memberships, anything from anybody that I know that I would be embarrassed to be seen with. Okay, this who you are. People like this. This isn't real. Yes, it is. How you practice is how you play. How you come on here and behave yourself in your real life. You think everything's a game. Okay, some of you gamblers, y'all gambled on this. You gambled on Pearly, moving the way you thought you could strong on her, like y'all usually do, but it didn't work. You just weren't the bigger person. She was ready for it. She caught what you were trying to do. She got ahead of it, and she did sun you guys. It looks really bad, regardless if I care for your character or not. If you do something good and it's good, it's like, okay, y'all did that, but this looks really bad. I mean, you already took a L. I'm sure you've noticed it. You took a L since your such support during Pride Week for a group of people who just aren't your main supporters, which was a slap in the face to a lot of us that have been supporting you. And you're gambling. You're reckless. This is reckless behavior, and quite honestly, a disappointment for channels that spend all this time, energy, day after day, week after week, putting shows together, graphics together. You need a new computer every two months. You need a new station. You want a new background. For y'all to put so much into what you're doing, and this is, you got hundreds and you got thousands upon thousands of people laughing at you. I mean. You get what you get. That boomerang, it came pretty fast. She's not wrong. She's something she said were like, well, hold on a second. But y'all played her that card and she dealt it back to you. She played the hand that she was dealt, okay? You dealt the black fatigue and she served it. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not fond of this shit, man. These niggas
once a week. There's an opportunity that's opened up.
I don't want to step on nobody's toes, so
No,
so I'll come on your shoulder if you want me up here.
Yeah. Okay. So, what did you think about what like the original point was? Are you from like a black area?
I'm from Inglewood, California. Yeah.
Okay. And did you
I lived in Memphis, Tennessee for.
Did you see black women dating criminals, or was that just completely out of bounds?
Like I said on the show, I agree with your point that black women, I think women in general have a propensity to date like more violent people, but I think black women have a higher propensity. I think they do it more often. I don't know. Yes, I think so. You're right.
Yeah. Well,
who was making the difference earlier? Criminals and violence. Why are they putting them together as they're the same thing? Okay, this is what I this is the second time I've heard it, and I don't know where it was said earlier, but they're taking criminal and violent people and putting them in one category when that's not the same. Okay, most crimes aren't violent. Okay, there's crimes going on all the time. Okay, running a stop sign is a crime. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how they were able to take the black women dating criminal, but they're violent. That's the same. That's equivalent to him saying that, well, the black women are dating black men. You're saying that black men are violent. That's what he's saying. What if they're just dating regular criminals? What if they're just dating the weed man? Okay, that's selling some weed. What if they're dating, some super duper tax evading type of pro? There's all type of white collar crimes. Why did it automatically go to violence? I'm confused there. Anthony, can you help me there, Ant? Why are they? Because he said it. He double talked himself. By the way, sir, you're talking double-minded, and a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Okay, says the Lord. He said women like criminals. Okay, what you're trying to say, the bad guy image. Girls go through it. That's a phase some women go through. And when you get older and mature, you're like, hold on, you're a bad guy image. This is stressful. We're tired. We're too old for this. I'm not about to come. Don't come calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning talking about you need a ride. I'm in the bed. That's a phase, that bad boy energy. And it doesn't have to refer to being a criminal. He might just be bad. He lived life a little bit on the edge. But when I heard him say, women in general, they like criminals, but black women more, and they're more prone to violence. He took something and tried to make it a thing, and he basically put his own self down. He's saying, "Yo, if I was a criminal, I wouldn't just be the weed guy. I'm a violent criminal." And that's what you black men are always being looked at for, being scary and violent. And to these white women, he just laid down in front of a white woman. Like, that's the main reason they didn't want y'all around them. Or they could say, nigger, and everyone would run and lynch your ass for the fact that you were supposed to be violent and it could hurt them. Why would he play into it like that? What happened to you, sir? You're a black dude. So you just can't just be a criminal like, yeah, hey, I don't know, a trap star, a rap star, whatever it is, maybe you steal. I don't know. Why did it just go black and violence? How did that happen? Did I miss something, Ant?
No, that's actually something that Jazz had brought up. And I usually don't agree with much of what Jazz got to say, but she did bring that up when she was debating. She was like, look, just because somebody's a criminal doesn't mean that they're a violent criminal. So to even be saying, because that's when they brought up the whole mass shooter situations and all of that. So even when you want to talk about races and the propensity for violence and all of that other shit, like it really doesn't compare, And to be honest, you want to bring up people's the arrest records and conviction rates and shit like that, though those are skewed stats because most people don't go to jail every time they hit somebody.
Facts.
You know, like you can look up most people's rap sheets and you'll find the shit that they got arrested for, but you'll rarely find all of the crimes someone's gotten away with.
Man, this is
on average 1 crime on somebody's damn record. They probably got away with about 40 of them.
Yeah, when they go to doxing people, I'm one of the first ones to, when they go to dropping people's mug sheets and all that shit, and I'm one of the first ones to say, slow down, pump your brakes, because all of us might, a lot of us, got lucky. Okay, we had some questionable moments and bad decision making. You just didn't get caught. So when you see somebody mug sheet, don't go running and judging and throwing it in their face and trying to make them be the worst thing ever because they wrote a bad check or whatever the little petty thing it is. It's just like you got lucky on your situation. You're probably getting lucky on some things now. So pump your brakes before the next time you get so lucky.
We found that out a long time ago. Most of the stats in these spaces are skewed. They're bullshit. You can poke holes in them shits all the time. You're gonna find more criminals where you police the criminals.
Because I was just thinking, it wasn't really to make it racial, but I just didn't like that she was pretending she didn't know. When I'm like,
gaslighting.
That's what was annoying me. I was like, well, one, I thought the topic was black fatigue. That is what the guy told me. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Maybe they titled it something else, but I'm like, but the second thing, I'm like, in the DMs, you said black fatigue. You said we could do that. So I'm like, what? But then the second thing, the only reason I brought it up was I didn't like her pretending she didn't know. And I'm like, come on.
Oh yeah, Jazz. I don't know if you know Jazz.
No, I don't know her, but I'm like, you have a criminal in your past. You've dated one. I just don't believe it.
So she's been making her rounds on YouTube. I don't know if you watch some of the shows on YouTube, but she's been making her rounds, and she's definitely a feminist. I think she hates men, and you know how women project how they feel onto men. So she would say that men hate women because that's how she feel about men, and that's how most women do. So these feminists, they tell me,
look. I'm going to pretty much stop that right there. I'm pretty sure Pearly's got a criminal or two in her fucking past.
Well, yeah, she admitted to it when she said, come on now, we done all dated at somebody. Come on, that's not realistic to say that you don't. That's not plausible. Come on, he doesn't have to be a freaking, mafia. He doesn't have to be, the chief triad of the. It doesn't have to be excessive, but he's probably done some, questionable activities. You don't gotta like kick it. But did you catch, Mr. Fatty? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you, sir. I happen to notice that you actually are trying to run off of this too, and it's a fail for you. Whatever this shit look like, where you said Pearl pulls up and race baits. You guys ain't shit.
I will be reviewing all of that this weekend.
This is why she got her foot on their neck. And I might not gotta like the girl, but the move she making right now, I hope she keep her foot on you niggas' necks because y'all deserve this. I'm looking at you did a video saying that she pulled up and race baits. But y'all gave her a race topic. She didn't just pull up. You invited her, and then you tried to turn it around and flip it. And I see what you did. So that's why she got her motherfucking foot on y'all's neck. It's not that I don't think she's just that interested in talking about this. She's playing back off of how you all are. And if you're gonna do a topic on her when she's thinking, if it was me, and I'm like, I did not pull up and race bait nobody. We were coming in to talk about a race conversation, but because you lost and got caught out lying and your play that you tried to run didn't work, now you want me to be the bad guy. Now I will be the bad guy. She's playing in what you a way better game than you're playing. If you were smart, you would sit down because it ain't a good look for your brand. She's playing a better game than you. Regardless of all the things that I said, and I stand on those, she's still playing a better game. Because now it's pearl and white fatigue. She came off of you. You did it first, Fatty. And then she came in and said, okay, I'm coming in with it too. You're not about to, if you're going to do a character assassination or you're going to keep playing on my name, I'm going to play on your top too. Except she's doing it better. Sit y'all asses down. You've been touched. And you got touched by a basic white chick.
Basic bottom shelf Becky. I wouldn't even.
Y'all done got all the energy.
I can't even call this chick. This ain't even no Becky. For real. She ain't
now,
even
I had
worthy.
to go look because I'm listen, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. So I really wanted to see, well, her numbers are still the same. It's not like this topic boosted her to like triple the amount of numbers. I really did a little bit of quick research and I noticed, well, what's making her, this isn't that interesting. And she just want to keep riding this. It's not even what's trending right now in this fatigue thing. And then I looked. Well, she's being provoked. And she's being played with. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I don't need to be no white woman. I'm a woman, period. And that poking and provoking shit y'all do, these little channels and these women y'all put up here don't have the support and the audience that she does to just flatline your ass. You're not winning this one with her. She got you. Y'all been signed so bad. You better hope she get bored of you. If I were y'all, I would hope she gets bored and forget she ever went on your show and just ain't got nothing but time to keep going with it because y'all started it. I don't got to be a fan of hers. I don't even be the number one fan to say y'all started it and she's decided to show you I'm gonna finish it. She's decided.
I'm not co-signing that bitch. Fuck her. Yeah. Fuck her.
I'm good. I'm done. I just wanted to. I had to see who's really running it, and they started it. They kept it going. She came back. Okay, really? Bam! I got your ass. And she's just playing and probably for the win. I don't like her. I don't dislike her either. I don't care either way. You know, she's not a factor. But if you guys are this desperate for clout, man, I'm gonna need y'all to get some real jobs or something. Get yourself some W-2s because it can't be worth all this for that little ass things. We all know y'all with them numbers y'all got. You're not bringing in money like that, bro. It's not worth all this rhetoric you got going on, and that in the comments and the character and the stuff that's going on. You know, it's almost like you're so desperate for just a few more cash apps and a few more numbers, you'll sell out anybody. You'll run a play like this just for an extra little couple cash apps. It's coming out. You'll do anything for $1. Y'all some the new breed strippers on YouTube. Just without stripping, please don't take your clothes off. By all means, don't do that. But look like y'all hold out for Pearly. You hold yourselves out, and she gonna flip that ass and grab you by your non-existent hair, and she's gonna make every dime off of you. Quadruple to the 10th power that you're making, and I'll smear your name while she's at it since you want to play with her. And on that, I ain't got anything else to say about it.
Yeah. Shout out to Jessica say we gonna drop the mic on that one. I'm gonna have to get me some sleep. But now I will do a follow-up. I'm gonna have to clip some shit, get some shit ready. I'll even email you a few of the clips, Beach. I'll find a way to get them to Jessica too. Might even post a video or two, and I think I don't know, maybe the Sunday show, maybe the Saturday show, I don't know. We'll do something.
I'm gonna get down. I hope that ending kind of helps anybody coming on the replay. Before you want to run in and decide before you pick sides, sometimes it's good to just look and see, well, who started it? Who hit first?
Huh? Hey, it's Thursday, so we are going. This is These Niggas Thursday, so I think we're
y'all not good enough for this. Y'all out, man. Y'all need to stay over there with the little dog, okay? You're not she don't give a damn what Tommy say. Y'all can act a fool and Tommy can fake like y'all. He can fake put up with y'all's nonsense. he don't need y'all. He can't make no clout off y'all. He just ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all must be throwing him some money. I don't know what he get, what his deal is. But Pearly, y'all got the right one. You started. If I looked at the timeline, who went for who first, and y'all did come for her, and y'all tried to save face by throwing her under the bus. There really wasn't no good move at all. That was a bad move. I wouldn't have tried that. I probably would have took my L, probably the video, and went on. And that girl probably wouldn't have thought nothing else about y'all asses because you're just not really a hit like that, okay? She wouldn't have thought nothing else about y'all stupid asses. But you wanted to play with her, so she want to play with her food. Go ahead. Y'all getting ate the fuck up. And on that, Beachy, bye, Aunt. Thank you very much.
No, thanks for coming up, Beach. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a pleasure. Shout out to Big J, Triple X. Shout out to Jessica X. You know what I'm saying? Brownie Ellie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody supported through Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? Cash apps that came in. I'll be replying to those. I saw a couple of them came in, man. I really do appreciate y'all. We will be doing a follow-up on this. So y'all make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Auntie's the Boiler Room, home of the official YT Purge. I'll make sure I simulcast it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coffee Nino in the building too. I saw Tyrone Church in here earlier. Exposer. What up, what up, what up? And shout out to Dark Lake, L. Nixon, TD Tellum. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else. And welcome. First time here, Red Door Woman. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I'm about to get all the way the fuck up out of here. These niggas Thursday, and we talk about the crazy shit that these niggas be doing. All right. On that note, man, I got to get up out of here. Y'all have a good night. Peace.